Diddly ding dang do, dog.
As one great Poe would say, skadoosh.
Nice. See you next time.
As the great Edgar Panda Poe once said.
Edgar Panda Poe.
It's like Edgar Allan Poe, but with a panda.
Oh, that was the Quoth the Panda. Skadoosh.
Skadoosh nevermore.
Nagito's Motive. Welcome back. We're doing Nagito's Motive.
We're doing Nagito's Motive. I'm not even looking at my phone.
Is this really okay?
It's behind me.
Is this really okay? Can we really finish this?
Because this is like peak Danganronpa 2.
This is. We're getting into it now. Whoops.
I got so scared. I was like, what just happened?
No, that can't be.
There might have been an accomplice.
No, no. Don't tell me. Don't do this now.
What?
We're 3 episodes into the trial. Don't add another person. Don't add Sonya now. Huh?
Nagi, what did you just say?
Oh my gosh. We're recording, yeah?
Yeah, we're recording.
Heck yeah, cool.
Recording is gold.
Sick.
If Nagito committed suicide by inhaling poison that he brought, then why wasn't there anything that looked like poison at the crime scene?
Anything that looked like poison?
If Nagito brought poison to the warehouse, it's strange that we couldn't find it there.
Maybe he swallowed the bottle. Think about that.
He breathed it, Daniel. He breathed it in. The bottle was still in his fridge.
No, he breathed it and he swallowed the bottle.
The thing that he poured. Okay.
That was just a second vial for later.
Okay, cool.
Just in case. Oh, the gas mask wasn't worn by Nagito. Meat on the bone!
I don't even know what happens if you click on it. The thing that would have been left behind is the meat on the bone.
Crap!
I deserve to be.
Nagito really brought poison, then the thing that should have been left behind is the container.
I see!
Dang.
Yeah, salad
Are you
fingers.
talking about the container the poison was kept in?
Yeah. If Nagito brought it, it's strange we couldn't find that container anywhere, right?
Alright, now
Can we
just sit
carry
through
around
it.
poison without
What?
putting it in a container?
It was in his room, there was a gas mask, somebody else used it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was written on the warning label.
It's written on the warning wheel. Keep this liquid secure by storing it in a cool place in glass or plastic container away from sunlight.
Yep. Life on Earth is an example of what happens when those instructions are not followed. I keep it in a cool,
No, I
dry place.
got it. Thank you.
The whole...
Container probably melted in the fire.
It's probably plastic or glass, right? There's no way it'd completely
I mean, plastic
incinerate.
might, to be fair,
It
but
it'd be a hot fire.
it was also a quick fire, so
Yeah.
like
Even the plastic fragments of the fire grenades we used to put out the fire didn't completely
Right,
burn
I forgot
up,
those
you
were a
know?
thing. Maybe the poison wasn't there. Everyone's like, what? No, what? What are you talking about?
Does that mean someone got rid of the container?
No.
So that's why you mentioned an accomplice.
No.
That is impossible.
Yeah, I know.
I mean,
Just,
an accomplice? It is just too...
some jokes write themselves, you know?
Like, does that really matter?
I feel like you could say almost anyone was like responsible and find justification for it throughout the trials because everyone
Listen,
talks a lot.
It worked with Teru.
That's it. It's the only one it worked. And Gundam.
Even if he had an accomplice, it doesn't change the fact that Nagito still committed suicide. You're right. Someone might have accidentally took it away from the crime scene.
Huh? What is this container that says poison? I guess I will take it away.
I'm throwing it away to be a responsible citizen. Monami
Oh,
said I'm
that
not
was
allowed.
an accident.
Monami said I'm not allowed to litter.
Ah, you're right. You're totally right. That's totally it.
Right? Isn't it okay to close this case yet? I'm not in the mood for unexpected twists.
Okay, first off, you know for a fact that we only barely had intermission.
They don't. I don't know if they interact with the intermission.
Second of all, mood. Just like same, dude.
Can we just be done?
I don't want to hurt anyone. Aww. Don't want to get hurt anymore by hurting someone else. Everyone's tired of doubting everyone else. I also feel that way. Look how tired I am. It hurts. What does Ty say?
I don't know. It's the Eye of Ra.
Alright, cool. It's the Japanese word for future.
It's the Japanese word for 11037.
That's why I want to just rule this as Nagito's suicide. If I do that, nobody here has to get hurt. But
That's no good.
that's no good.
I feel like Nagito is seeing through us. By calling
We're
this
becoming opaque.
Nagito's
Not opaque,
suicide,
the opposite,
we're trying to take
transparent.
the easy way out so we don't hurt anyone else. But if Nagito was here right now,
Every
he'd
time
probably
it does
be
this,
sneering at us.
I think it's Junko, and I can't explain why.
It's similar.
But like at 100%. The pink doesn't help. That's the
Yeah.
thing.
He'd probably say something like, "So that's the extent of your hopes."
So Nagito's ghost is whispering to you, huh?
I wouldn't put it past this
I'm the
game.
ultimate exorcist!
Yeah, like somebody's like, oh yeah, I can talk to spirits. And everyone's just like, oh, all right.
The power of friendship bursts beyond death, huh? A fiery outcome like this is right out of a teen manga. Still, that's pretty messed up.
Monokuma jump scare.
You just be quiet.
I get what you're saying, but
Not
in the
acknowledging
end,
that.
the reason he died is still the same as before, right?
Yeah.
Even if we solve this mystery, the conclusion won't change at all.
I mean, it'd be a suicide regardless, right?
Yeah.
Even if there really was an accomplice, is there any reason we should take the time to figure out who it is?
Uh-huh.
Like Fuyuhiko said earlier, it is possible that somebody accidentally removed the poison from the crime scene.
And put it in his fridge?
But I just can't imagine ending this by turning our backs
How
on
is
the
that an
truth.
accident?
It's fine, okay? There are some things we're better off not knowing, and we probably just didn't notice it. Like maybe the container was hiding with the fire grenade
Dang it, now it
fragments.
could be her too. What is this feeling just now? Breaks into the Wicked song.
What is this feeling?
So sudden and new or whatever, I don't know.
Poison. Disappearing. What? Thing of poison.
Even though it was brief, it was like a strong flash of light running through the back of my head. Huh? Maybe what Akane said just now might be a new clue. Pew, Akane's account.
Do you remember what she said?
No. From there, I might be able to read the
I'm
answer.
gonna scroll back before the minigame starts.
Wait, huh? What did she say? We probably just noticed, like, maybe the container was hiding with the fire grenade fragments?
Anyways,
What?
which means the thing that Nagito used as the container
Is shattered.
for the poison.
Was a glass bottle. Glass bottles.
Danny, glass doesn't fit with 4 letters.
Does F? Okay. 5. Bruh! Come on, bruh!
I did a face when you said it the first time.
I didn't mean to do that.
You're just gonna wait. Just gonna let that E explode. You don't have a lot of health, so be careful.
Oh, frick. Oh my gosh, I don't.
Get the E. Everything's good there.
Just keeping y'all away from the sides. I'm keeping the R's.
Move the A's. N's are coming in. There's some G's for you.
Stay there.
Yeah, I could have told you that was gonna happen. Bruh.
This is so hard, dude.
It's so stressful when you have little health. Oh yeah, sometimes it does that. That's my favorite thing.
What?
When 2 appear close enough to each other on the side that they just explode.
Just gotta get rid of it. I just gotta get rid of it, dude. Dude!
Yeah, no, it's great. Love that.
This game sucks!
Oh, yep, there we go.
Oh
there we
my
go.
gosh!
Doing good. There's some N's. Get rid of that N.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Got some A's. Cool. Now give me the D.
Nagito.
There's D's. All right, now you just need an E. Watch out! Watch out! Watch out!
I'm so
E.
scared. We did it!
That was pretty hype.
Woo!
I'm gonna put in the laugh track sound, but like the one that's like woo, woo.
I see.
Thanks,
That was
guys.
pretty good.
Thank you all. Thank you all.
The fire grenades.
Anyways, do you get
Nagito
what's
put the
happening?
poison inside one of the fire grenade canisters and transported it to the warehouse.
You're saying he... I don't know if you'll tell me this or not.
Yeah, probably not.
Whose idea was it to get the fire grenades? Was it Sonia's? Was she
It
the
was
one?
Sonia's idea to get the fire grenade.
Oh!
I will tell you that.
Oh! Accomplice! Oh!
He used one of the fire grenade canisters?
Yeah. The
To be fair,
container
it was
with the
Sony's
poison in
idea
it
to
wasn't
go
secretly
get fire
taken away by
extinguishing
someone.
supplies from the break room.
Instead, it was in a container that didn't need to be taken away in the first place. As long as he put the poison in the same container he brought to the warehouse.
It would have been nice if one of them was missing. Because, like, the middle row doesn't line up, but if it did, and there was just one less in the front, it'd be funny.
That's fair. There were fire extinguishers there. We didn't see it earlier because you never went in there.
So there's no need to
there's not really
dispose
a
of the
time to go in
container
there,
later.
but there are fire extinguishers in there too. Before the like murder happens.
Did anyone specifically say to get the grenades?
No. That was just all that was left.
Bastard. He totally knew we were gonna throw those fire grenades.
Yes.
Which means, did Nagito exchange the contents of a fire grenade?
Yes.
Yeah, that has to be it.
When I first discovered those fire grenades, I tried to study them a little bit, but the canister was completely sealed shut by a layer of aluminum underneath the lid.
The blue one?
You just have to peel off that seal and swap the inside,
Cool.
right?
Okay.
That is true, but there was no sign he was even at the break room.
Hold on. Did you say aluminum?
I thought
English people said aluminium.
I thought you were weird.
Hajime. Could it be?
No.
If so, then there's no mistake.
Just
Nagito
once.
definitely
I
swapped the
want him to
contents
just
of
be like,
one of the fire
no,
grenades.
probably not. Monokuma, we're ready.
Seriously? That's impossible. Miss Sonia just said so right now.
Do you not see the problem with that statement, Kazuichi?
Sonia's words are proof that the poison was swapped with the contents of a fire grenade.
Let's go. Doing my Hajime.
Oh, okay, cool.
What the heck? Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We got a trial here tonight. It's your host, Hajime Hinata.
Hajime, or Fuyuhiko, give me a little round on that banjo.
Some of those words contain a clue. They contain the contents of a fire.
What did she say?
It didn't let me read.
What did she talk about? What did she just mention?
I just wanted to read
Yeah, but what did she just mention?
this thing.
The aluminium.
I can prove it with this. Take a look.
Yep, that's aluminum.
We found this under Nagito's bed when we were investigating his
10
cottage.
minutes in. Oh, we're getting good. We're finishing
We
this
might
one.
get to the end, even if it's
That's
like an
just
hour.
a piece of trash.
Oh, we're finishing this.
No,
I can feel
that
it.
is not just a piece of trash. The seal I saw on that fire grenade matched this. It is the same aluminum.
You found the aluminum seal under Nagito's bed?
There's more. That's not the only thing we found in Nagito's room. We also found a gas mask and gloves under his
Yeah.
bed, too.
So what are you mm-hmm-ing?
Use those when he put the poison inside
It's
the fire
Sonia.
grenade?
Yeah, okay, why is it Sonia? Why are you saying it's Sonia?
Because she told us to go get the fire grenades because she coerced with him prior
They're arguing right now.
that Nagito
swapped
it.
the contents and then just broke it.
Yeah.
So that it would mix in with all the other fire grenades when we
Yes,
threw them.
and he told someone that he was
okay,
going to do
okay.
that
Carry
prior,
on, carry
so
on.
that she would be like, "Oh, here's some stuff in the closet."
I see where you're coming from now. Carry on.
It's a dangerous poison after all. He took extreme caution when swapping them.
Well, yeah, it'd be kind of stupid for him to just die in his room. From
Imagine no one even discovers it because it's locked. Like
people who discover it are in the same room as an open bottle of poison that kills you when you inhale it. So what? How did he do the spear then? Did he just do it quickly? Did he just stab himself a bunch, break the bottle, and then just let go of the spear?
I don't know.
So what's the issue? Nagito put the poison in the grenade canister, brought it with him, breathed it in and died, right?
Yeah.
So in the end, he still fucking committed suicide. Enough already.
Is it you?
You're right. If the canister wasn't thrown away, then it just means that there wasn't an accomplice after all.
See, I told you. The conclusion is still the same. Nagito committed suicide. End of story.
I admit that there wasn't an accomplice. That was just my misunderstanding. You're right.
Oh!
In actuality, the truth is even more horrifying.
Everyone was an accomplice.
What did you say?
Hey, what are you planning to say now?
What the hell? Do you still want to keep going?
Is this not settled? There is no denying that Nagito's death was a suicide. No, it's not.
Chiaki?
I'm sorry, but I just realized it.
What?
Realized what?
We know Nagito used the grenade canister to store the poison. So when was it deployed in the warehouse? When did Nagito breathe in the poison?
At noon. It was at
When
noon.
I thought along those lines, that's when I realized it.
The horrifying truth?
It probably
Do you know what was happening at
happened at the
noon?
same time.
We were in there. Yeah.
Okay.
We were in the room next door.
We're the same?
Yeah, the moment. Sorry, the fire grenades were brought, and the moment Nagito breathed in the poison were the same. What? So Nagito didn't bring it in with him, he just kept it. We found him at noon-ish, yeah?
Ish.
Found him at noon?
Fireworks went off 11:55. We ran in.
Okay, cool. So he's saying he didn't bring it. She's saying he didn't bring it in. He
Yeah,
just
you should probably click A because it's gonna be.
assumed when we all threw the grenade.
I see.
So we have no way of knowing who
Are you
killed
saying
him.
it was when we all threw the fire grenades?
So what's up with the spear and the knife?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeet. I assume Monokuma still knows who the right one is.
When we all threw the grenades to put out the fire in the warehouse, the poison was deployed. And it converted to poison gas and killed Nagito.
Okay.
If that is true, then the person who brought the poison and spread it was...
One of us.
What the heck?
I don't know why, but I was under the impression that Nagito was dead, like, for a while.
No.
While the fireworks were going off and stuff.
No.
I just got confused, so...
Yeah.
One of us threw the poison grenade that killed Nagito?
I mean, I even knew the timeline pretty well, and I didn't put together that, like, we were in the room at his time of death. Like, I didn't put that together until the investigation, and then I think until the trial started going.
What a Chad, Nagito. Right? What a way to go.
Prank.
How petty.
It would mean he didn't kill himself.
Then when did the spear fall? After he died?
What the heck? You said so yourself! You said Nagito committed suicide!
Then who killed Nagito?
You mean, who's the actual killer, right?
Do you know?
Who prepared the poison fire grenade that killed Nagito?
Huh?
Who prepared the grenade?
Well, am I dumb?
No,
okay.
You're not done. It was Nagito.
He just wants to confuse us.
It
We
was
just haven't gotten there
Nagito,
yet.
obviously. We just discussed this a few minutes ago.
Then who set the warehouse fire that caused one of us to throw the poisoned grenade?
Person who set the warehouse on fire.
Don't overthink it. Just
I mean, if you want to get technical, it's Akane.
yeah, if you want to get technical, but don't overthink it.
Okay.
That was also Nagito.
You good? Did you spill?
Yeah, I'm chilling.
You're good. Do you need anything? You good?
No, it's poison! Oh no! Ah!
Hey, how many times are you gonna ask the same damn question?
The next question will be my last. Considering all the facts up till now, why did Nagito set the warehouse on fire?
To get us to make someone throw the poison.
Yeah.
Don't tell me. He set the warehouse on fire just so we'd have to throw the fire grenades?
He set the fire just so we'd put it out? Why'd he do that?
It was a trap,
A trap?
preparing the poison, creating a reason for us to throw the poison. It was all a
I think
setup
this is
by
probably my
Nagito.
favorite mystery.
So when
in
does the
terms of
dawn
game.
come into play?
It's so clever.
Huh.
It was all a trap to make one of us throw the poison grenade.
Seriously, I'm asking you who threw it.
I don't know. The person who threw it probably didn't know either.
Could it be? Was that Nagito's trap?
This wasn't an intentional murder. This was a murder that Nagito forced someone to do. And for that reason,
It could be anyone.
he put the fire grenade that he filled with poison with the other grenades. Setting up a murder nobody can solve. That was Nagito's true goal.
I'd argue Mikon did that too.
I mean, I guess anyone's. I would argue that everyone's attempt is to set up a murder no one can solve.
That's the whole point.
What? What the hell?
Nagito did not commit murder. Instead, he manipulated someone else into killing him?
Maybe it wasn't Sonya.
Thank you. I was like, are we done with this train now?
maybe fine. Sonya has like a 20% chance?
Yeah, there's 5 left.
1 in 6, yeah, 20.
To do
No,
that,
there's 6 left.
he set
Yeah,
a trap to
6.
force someone to kill him. The poison grenade and the fire were traps. That's why the curtain was the fire's origin point.
At this point, I would ask Monokuma. Like, do you know which one of us grabbed the poisoned bottle?
It's a valid question.
Because if not, Rule it a suicide.
How the frick do you know?
Because Nagito set it up so that he would die.
Yeah.
Case closed. Yeet. Wait, which one of those didn't have aluminum? Wait, come back!
Open them all before we
But the
threw
curtain
them.
shattered once they fell to the floor. Because of that, Nagito, who was laying face up on the floor, was able to breathe in the dense poison, and then...
Hold on.
Yeah, that's
If
what. That's
true,
yeah.
you can't say the poison was the cause of death.
Or we're gonna go back to the label.
It might be the poison's fault he let go of the spear, but the actual cause of death could be either one.
Even so, the poison is what caused him to let go of the spear.
That's a
Just
that's
like
a
how
stretch.
people kill when they are die when they are killed.
Yeah, that's a stretch.
That's right. Nagito's killer is
Okay.
the one who made him breathe
Thank
the
you.
poison.
This is like the Pecco thing all over again, where it's like, if I told her to do it, does that make me the killer? Or does that make her the killer? You
Monokuma
know?
just comes in and says, "No, it's the poison one."
Yeah.
It's like, okay.
Are you fucking serious?
That was his trap all along. Even the wounds all over his body. It was all to mess with the evidence for what actually happened.
Yo, in this position, I kind of want to be the one who did it.
That's fair.
Like,
But we're all friends. We all love each other.
yes, but I also love not being dead.
His true goal was creating a murder that nobody can solve.
Huh.
He wanted to prove to us that there are mysteries that just can't be solved with educated guesses.
That's his whole deal, though. He makes educated guesses, and they're right. Because he's lucky.
He's lucky.
Man, the only one who could solve this mystery.
We need him.
Probably expected that his fake suicide would be found out. After all, a mystery that can be solved is destined to be solved in the end.
That is very wrong.
I don't know.
Just like history's full of stuff.
Yeah, but maybe those were mysteries that couldn't be solved.
All right, valid point.
However, he also prepared a mystery that couldn't be solved. As you solve mysteries and bolster your hope, a huge mystery comes along and slaps you in your faces.
Nice. It's like what's her face did to what's his face.
Danny, I want to be real with you. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Byakuya.
Are you talking about
Akane
when-
slapped Byakuya.
Oh, he slapped Byakuya.
That was the same
You know,
thing.
Chiaki also slapped Akane in this chapter.
Did she?
Yeah, Akane was like
Oh,
murdering
yeah, that's
Nagito,
right,
and she was
that's
like,
right.
chill the frick out.
Dude, that would have been so much easier.
Chiaki just like, calm your tits.
For those of you who believe there are no unsolvable mysteries, that
Thanks.
is when you finally taste despair.
Yep, tastes like despair.
Tastes like glue.
Meaning, he used all of the prior class trial verdicts to prepare this trick.
Yeah, I don't know what he means by that.
All right, cool.
Not all mysteries can be solved. Such a devious trick he played on you, as expected of Nagito.
Oh, sick. We're only 20
We're
minutes
early.
in. We got so much time.
That's totally messed up. That's so fucked up.
It is my fault, because I told you all about the fire grenades.
Let's pick her.
I am so sorry. Please vote me as the killer.
Deal.
That's not the fucking issue here.
It's not Miss Sonia's fault. This is all Nagito's doing.
But
That wasn't even from a place of like, I don't like Sonya. That was just from a place of I want to be right.
Who?
You're like, deal, we just vote for her.
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah, it's like well, it'd be funny. The last class trial, I get finish it how I started.
It's fair.
It's impossible.
impossible?
Nagito wanted to create a scenario where we couldn't make a decision. That's why we're at an impasse.
An impasse.
However, Monokuma also does not know who the killer is, right?
That's right. There's no way he'd be able to figure that out with just his surveillance cameras. If Monokuma doesn't know, his trial doesn't count. Isn't that right?
You know, I don't actually need stuff like cheap-ass surveillance cameras or whatever. I know perfectly well what's happening on this island at all times. I know you used the bathroom 3 times yesterday, Sonya. And one of those visits
me miss
seemed to
Nekomaru.
take a while.
Please stop! I will never become queen!
What?
How can you?
Might be implying
I mean,
Oh.
how can you have such an awful power?
So,
Alright,
of course
whatever.
this trial still counts. Do your very best to guess who the killer is.
Yes, he says. How the hell are we supposed to do
Right?
that?
Little man is so tired of everything.
He's right.
Giving up all we can do?
Kind of.
No. It's too early to give up.
Yeah, we're only 25 minutes in.
Is there any way to figure out who the killer is?
Even though it's just a hunch, it's possible that it's probably... There's one way, I think. Really? Hey, is it alright if we look at Nagito's crime one more
Are we
time
comic
from the
booking this?
beginning?
Comic booking, baby.
Oh, dang. Would the aluminum burn up?
I don't know.
I don't think it would.
I guess it probably technically wouldn't, but we can't go back and look for it now.
No, but we can look at like the general. Oh well.
We can't go back to the crime scene. We're in the trial.
Hey, before I comic book, I kind of gotta pee. Is
Oh, okay.
Is
So
that cool if
yeah,
I do
no, that's
that?
cool. That's cool. We're just gonna take a pause though.
Yeah, you can do your thing.
Nothing else.
I don't really care.
I don't really know either. We're like already there, basically.
Sorry, are we executing Sonia yet? I don't think she did it anymore. I
Yeah.
don't think she did it any more than I think anyone else did it now. Which I guess is the idea. Let's
I
do a
want to
comic
make
book.
sure my hunch is correct. Hajime, please.
That's right, it doesn't mean the trial is over yet. Even though I don't know who
back,
killed
sorry.
Nagito, it should be clear what kind of trap he set. And I have to do it.
I have to do it.
Even if it leads to despair.
What are we doing?
I got it. Let's do this then!
Time for comic book. This is a great comic book. This is such a clever one. All right, finish the thing.
We don't even have gray. Oh, we're all gray.
We're all gray.
Oh my gosh, I
I
hate
love
that.
it. What was inside Nagito's refrigerator?
Oh, this. Nice.
I'm doing a little murdering, Hajime. Right before switching the poison.
He masked up or something.
Yeah. Mask up,
Or,
guys.
Wait. Yeah, I don't know.
What's placed inside the break room?
None of these.
What's behind the Monokuma panel?
None of these.
What? His whole body wasn't tied up.
Correct.
It's me, I'm Nagito Komaeda.
How did he support the spear?
Not that.
What did he do in order to hurt himself?
Did a lot of stabs. He used the plushie.
Yeah.
Reason we went to the warehouse was because someone told us to get the fires. That happened.
Inside the thrown fire grenade was what?
Purple.
Purples. Purples. What made the spear fall?
Gravity.
You skipped the one you needed earlier.
What?
Yeah, you did.
Huh?
In order to hurt himself without being
Oh, gotcha.
other one.
Okay.
Without them all hearing him.
Yeah.
Go, ow, ow, frick, ow. Oh, that hurt a lot.
Ow!
It hurts a lot when I stab myself, Hajime.
Or before switching the poison. That's not right.
That's the,
before.
yeah, it's the same picture as the one right there.
Oh. Oh.
No. You have one shot at this.
Gosh. What's placed inside the break room? This.
That. What's behind the Monokuma panel?
Behind the panel was the lighter.
Correct. How did he support the spear? That is an image that's already
That's
on
on the screen, yeah.
the screen. Yeah. Prop the knife up with something.
Plushie.
I've been stabbed.
Which it shouldn't have been bloody
Fuckery.
already. You know, just. Alright, let's do this one.
No,
Right before.
that's the same
No.
one.
The poison from the. Okay, frick. What's behind it? Not that.
The lighter.
How did he support the spear? None of that.
Correct.
Reason
we went to the warehouse. Do you remember? The warehouse, not the factory with the grenades.
Oh, the fire.
warehouse.
That was on fire.
It wasn't on fire.
Oh,
when we-
Nagito told us.
Yeah, Nagito told us to go
Okay.
there. Inside the fire grenade was what? It was poison. It
Yeah.
was poison. Poison.
Okay.
Start 4.
All right, we're getting there.
What made the spear fall? This is kind of yeah.
Oops! What an accident!
Let go of the cord. Oopsie daisy.
Dang. All right, and then how do
How
you
do you
support
support
the
the spear?
None of these.
Yeah.
This
Behind the
one.
Monokuma
Yeah,
panel.
buddy.
Last stock.
Do I just have one?
Yeah. No.
I think that's it.
No, there's one more.
Right before switching the poison. Let's remove the lid. Oh!
Yeah.
Isn't this backwards?
No. He has to remove the aluminum.
Oh,
to
it goes
pour
up top
poison.
to bottom. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm an idiot.
Manga. Here's everything that
I was
happened
just
in
trying to
this
read it as
case.
backwards as possible.
The person who actually arranged this incident was the victim, Nagito Komaeda.
Yeah, buddy.
He kept a specific item inside his cottage that he needed for his plan.
Diary.
That I gotta fix.
Hey, why was the diary in there?
Monokuma's special poison, which he brought
Nagito
with him
stole
from
it?
the Octagon.
I mean, I think the implication was he was stealing the thing from Monami to try to figure out who the traitor was.
Maybe. All right, that checks out.
Because I think they said that during the investigation. Shut.
Snug. Ooh.
Using the gloves and gas mask that he got from the military base.
Or, you know, the market probably has those too. P. P.
No, the game says P. Zoom in on P. And we're not even covering it this time.
Thank goodness.
Covering food.
Where the P eels at?
Where are my P eels at?
When he
Matt,
did that,
no.
a specific item was left as evidence.
no.
The blue aluminum seal on
Put a picture of an eel peeing.
Oh,
I'm not gonna
With
do
that,
it.
Nagito finished making the poisoned fire grenade, took it with him to the factory,
Yeah, that's gonna get picked up on mic probably.
Yeah, I know.
That's probably what that noise was. The one I was editing
and put
yesterday.
it back with the
I
rest
was like,
of
there's
the
a
grenades
clicking
in the
noise,
break
and I don't know what it is. It was that. It was probably that.
All right, sorry.
No, it's okay. That just answered a question I didn't know I
The
had.
next
Oh my
morning,
gosh.
Nagito appeared before us and declared that he hid a bomb somewhere.
Which he did, right? With the base and Sonya's account and everything?
Sonya's account was that was not a real bomb.
But she saw the bombs.
While we were
No, she
looking
saw
for the
fireworks.
bombs, that's
In
when
the
Nagito
building?
headed over to the goods warehouse.
What?
She blew up the door.
She tried to blow up the door
Yeah.
with the bombs at the military base and discovered that they were just fireworks.
Okay.
Those are the bombs that Nagito had set up in the factory were the fireworks.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Aw, friends.
In order to set up a fire, Nagito arranged the Monokuma panels in a line going from the door to the curtain.
In Daniel's
and
defense,
placed
I think
an
it's been
oil
like
lighter
a
in
week and
front
a
of it.
half, 2 weeks since we did the actual chapter
That was
part.
a while.
From there, Nagito set his insane plan in motion.
Just pretty insane.
First, he hung the spear that he took from Nezumi
First?
Castle from the ceiling girder by
I
its
mean, he held
cord.
on to it the whole time?
Well, I mean, he can't swing it up
All right,
there.
fair enough.
Yeah.
Then he tied his arms and legs at the back of the warehouse with rope.
Like, there kind of is an
he
order of
burnt off the rope
operations
on
you
his
have
right
to
arm
do.
beforehand.
That's fair. It's absolutely insane.
In doing so, he made sure that only his right hand was free, while his remaining arm and legs were tied up.
I didn't even know what he tied him to.
It was pillars.
Okay.
Yeah, they said that. I said that, like, earlier.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
As he flipped the tip of the rope hanging over the ceiling
We got up
girder
early
with
this
his
morning,
left
so-
hand,
Sorry.
he lay down
okay.
face up, just beneath the dangling spear. But this was just the beginning of Nagito's plan. And then, he did something no one could have predicted.
Whipped out his dong.
First, he covered his mouth with duct tape, and after making sure he was unable to scream,
That would suck.
he stabbed
Yeah.
himself with the knife multiple times in his
Yeah,
left
that'd be
arm
painful.
and in both of
Yeah.
his thighs.
A lot of times, though. That's
I don't think I could.
That's determination.
Here's the thing. I don't
Yeah.
think I could.
I could maybe get one if I'm lucky. And then I'd be like, that hurt. Why would I do it again?
Yeah, no, I just don't think I have the, like, mental fortitude to be like, let me do this thing.
It's fair.
Like the guy that, like, they made a movie about who, like,
Cut
had
off
to
his
cut
arm.
off his arm. I'm like, I just simply
He
wouldn't.
propped
I
the
would
knife on
simply
the
die.
plushie and slammed his right hand onto the blade. He didn't just want us to think he was tied up. He also wanted us to think he'd been tortured. Through all this, Nagito never let go of the spear.
Wow.
His plan still wasn't over. In fact, it was just about to begin.
All right, Hajime, you don't need to be so cinematic.
I mean, he is. Boom.
Talking to people. Yes.
Meanwhile, we finally
Who's
arrived
holding
at the
who?
plushie factory and found Nagito's message.
Someone's holding someone, and that I like to think it's Hajime and Chiaki, but I also would be amused if it's
Akane and Hajime.
Akane and Fuyuhiko.
Fuyuhiko just like, this isn't the best.
That's really loud.
It's not the best situation, but like, what a way to go.
After seeing this message, we instantly made our way to the warehouse. But that was part of Nagito's plan.
We're here.
We opened the door to the warehouse, which inadvertently started the Monokuma panel domino effect. The panels fell one after
Oh,
another
dang, dude.
until they reached the
That's the
lighter
sound
and tipped
fire
it over
makes.
and ignited the curtain. Shocked by the sudden fire, we rushed to the factory's break room to obtain some fire extinguishing grenades. We then aimed for the fire's origin point, which was the curtain, and unloaded the entire supply.
Which really was kind of a dumb decision, if you
Yeah.
ask me.
Don't you
but-
only need a few?
I mean, theoretically, I mean, it was a big fire, to be fair, but
It
like...
never occurred to us that one of those grenades was the poison grenade that Nagito had prepared.
Dang.
I mean, why would it? You're gonna go, wait a second.
This is an intense trial.
It is.
Poison
It's great.
sank to
It's
the
a
floor,
great
instantly
mystery.
vaporizing due to the intense heat, and spread everywhere.
Like, I think this is one that is convoluted, but in a way that I
poison
believe
gas
it,
quickly
because
drifted to the
Nagito as a
curtain at the back
character
of
has
the
been so
warehouse,
convoluted,
where Nagito was.
versus when, like, you know, Peko does something, you're like, you've said nothing this entire game.
Yeah.
And I think that's just why it's so good.
Monokuma's poison has a unique quality in which it becomes heavier than air when vaporized. That poison gas completely surrounded the area where Nagito lay face up on the floor. There, Nagito inhaled the poison, and if it didn't instantly kill him, he certainly lost consciousness. Which caused him to let go of the rope in his left hand, and the falling spear plunged into his stomach.
And we wouldn't hear that because of everything else.
Yeah.
Music and stuff.
And a fire.
Which, I guess it wouldn't be that loud anyways. Like, it would just be like
Yeah, I guess not. It'd be like a...
It'd be heavy, like, kind of sound.
It'd be like a...
Yeah, maybe it'd be a squelch in there.
Or a splorch.
Nah, splorch is a good one, too.
Splorch is a good one.
This is all the information related to Nagito's
It says
plan.
grip, but I like
just out of context.
His true intention was to
Twice
set one of
this
us
thing
up
has
as the
said
killer.
Eels be like.
At this time, we still don't know who the killer is, because the killer wasn't aware they killed someone. Try as we might, we cannot reach that truth. That was Nagito's trap.
I will say, it is just one final time, it's bothering me. Logistically, the spear would kill him before the poison.
Maybe, yeah.
Like, the poison, no poison would act that fast.
Yeah.
Dang.
In conclusion, the fact that we can't determine the killer's identity.
Wait, I'm gonna figure out who they all are.
I tried to do this too, I was totally wrong,
Ready,
but I like
ready,
it.
ready,
Go for
okay,
it.
okay.
I'll point to them as you point to them.
Alright, Fuyuhiko in the middle, hunched over.
Fuyuhiko's the one, like, smack in the middle?
Yeah.
Okay.
Chiaki is the nervous one.
Yeah.
Hajime's the one on the bottom, going beneath Chiaki. Yeah, doing the
Okay.
Hajime pose. Dang it, the one at the top left could be anyone. That's the
We
pose
still
they
have
all
Soda,
do.
Akane, and Sonya.
Akane's the top right.
Okay.
I take it back. Sonya's the one I said Chiaki was.
Okay.
The nervous one.
Yeah.
Chiaki is the top left.
Okay.
And Soda's the bottom.
Okay, I think you got every single one of them wrong. Maybe Akane right. You got
Whoa,
Akane.
whoa, whoa!
That's Sonya right, yeah.
Alright. Ah.
It's me.
The friends.
Look at that booty, Hajime.
Dang.
This should be the truth behind Nagito's trap.
How about it, Chiaki? Will that help you figure out who the killer is?
My heart and soul wants to say let's stop it and do one more episode, but I think because this trial is just so absurd, we're gonna do an extra special, super long
Yeah.
conclusion. This could be like an hour and a half episode.
Oh boy.
It's impossible.
It could
isn't
be. Like, it's...
You say we just have to vote for
But
someone?
this is a hard... No
Hajime
matter what
says.
happens, we're ending it
Probably
here.
true.
Is it a
That's
rule that
part
if
of the
we
reason
don't
why I thought it
get
was
a
a little
majority
strange.
vote, we all die? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Did Nagito really not care who the killer was? He said
Yeah,
this
so
to
you
us
can't just all
earlier.
vote for one other person. It's a loophole.
Everyone vote for the person on your right.
It's gonna be fine. I'm pretty sure everything will work out in the end. After all, there's no way we can lose. Hope can lose. Absolute hope that could break through any despair can never lose in a place like this. Not only that, I believe in you all. I believe in the time we spent together.
Okay, bro.
That feeling of belief is at the heart of his trick. He believed we'd notice the fire grenades. He believed we'd try to extinguish the flames. And he believed we'd fall into his trap. By believing in us, Nagito was able to put his life-threatening plan into effect.
Okay, sure.
What do you mean, believe?
That can be said about any trial.
Yeah.
Gundam believed we would be asleep. He believed that Nekomaru would fall.
And what's wrong with that?
Mikon believed Hajime would believe that it wasn't Mikon.
There's one more thing, remember? Something that Nagito believed in from the bottom of his heart.
Then Hajime doesn't have any talent.
I want you to try to remember what that is.
I don't know.
What did Nagito believe in?
I don't know. All of them. Despair. Oh.
He believed in hope, not despair.
Oh, sorry. He believed in his
Anyways,
talent.
he died. It's fine.
All right.
Should just pop. It should just pop you back in right here.
Yeah, here we go. What if I said no?
Then it just boots you to the title screen, I think. Oof. And we haven't saved, so. Oof. I will never give up.
All right, 2 deaths. That's the
This
first time this
should
game,
be
I
the
think.
truth behind.
I think so.
Just gonna save.
That's fair.
Just to be safe. All right, the
How
truth
about
he
it?
believed.
Yeah, go ahead and skip. This is all recap. This is all what we just said.
Oh my gosh, sorry.
It's okay.
All right, his talent.
I see.
No.
Salad fingers.
All right.
Nagito believed in his talent as the ultimate lucky student.
Hey, wife, is that the door or is that Choppy's? I'm just gonna check. Okay, go.
Okay.
Nagito believed in his talent.
After all the time we spent together, I believe in you guys. And more than anything, I believe in my ultimate luck. So it's definitely gonna be alright.
I just think I have to not
Guess
voice
the last thing
Nagito
he could
today.
believe in was his own talent. That's not so strange, really. Most of us here have been relying on the
Most
same
of
thing.
us.
Most of us have been relying on our talent. Think of all the times that Akane's done gymnastics.
Think of all the
times that I've been in the mafia.
Yeah. That's really a bad.
Don't you love the only one that does anything with their talent is Chiaki, and I guess technically the ultimate imposter. Remember
She does
that?
stuff with it.
Remember that?
Oh yeah.
Chiaki is not real.
Yeah.
That was great. No, it was great. It's a new character. You don't even have to like Chiaki.
It was pretty remarkable, wasn't it?
I liked the
It
fat
almost
Byakuya.
seemed like we
Byakuya
had
was
blind
funny.
faith
It was a
in it.
fun character development. It was the best one. Forget Fuyuhiko.
And then you find out it's not even real.
I know.
You're right. The same thing happened when he cleared the final dead room at the funhouse.
If I can play devil's advocate a little bit, though. Now the timeline isn't secure.
This could be a prequel.
Well, I mean, if you
No,
think
it
about it.
couldn't. They have a report of what happened in the last.
Oh yeah, never mind. You're
Game.
right. Never mind. I forgot about that. Genuinely just forgot about that.
There's a statue of Sakura.
Because I was like, but it's not the same Byakuya, so maybe it's a different. Never mind. It was just a little escape game that ended with some Russian roulette.
Yeah,
Remember
yeah.
that thing where I like
He did the 4. He did
I
the
popped
5.
a cap in my brain, but it didn't work. Huh? I'm trying to be gangster, Chiaki. Can't you just accept it?
Blah 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 blah.
Brah, brah! Hajime?
And he did the same thing when the first killing happened to the old building with the sticks. He depended on his luck, was able to get cleaning duty as he wanted.
I licked a popsicle one time. It was really cold and I got brain fried.
I'm just giving him stuff to say.
Licked a popsicle?
That cheap dessert.
I was more thinking of it as a Teru moment.
Oh.
Yeah, I bet you'd like that, wouldn't you? Too bad you're gonna get deep fried. What?
This is a flashback within
Of
a
a
flashback.
flashback.
I love
Oh my
those.
gosh.
For someone called the ultimate lucky dude, usually very lucky right now. At the time, Hajime said I wasn't lucky, but it was the opposite. I was so lucky. I got a grape one. I love grape popsicles.
Those ones feel the best.
Oh my gosh.
Until
But
it
his
numbs
luck
you.
doesn't have anything to do with the
cold.
case this time, right?
Anyways.
Yeah, when I was
I
pulling the
just thought
gotcha for all the swimsuit
it was
characters
strange that it doesn't
in
connect
the
to
new
anything.
swimsuit game, I got swimsuit Teru pretty
Nice.
early, and I went, no, I don't want this.
Fair enough.
I also got Hyoko and was like, no, I don't want this.
He factored in
Oh,
his
she
belief
couldn't.
in
She
us.
wouldn't put on a swimsuit. She
But
can't
for
tie her
some reason,
kimono
he
She
afterwards.
did put on a
It's in his own
swimsuit. They all did. They actually draw attention to the fact because every girl in that game. Sorry, this is like the peak of this trial. Every character in that game, all the girls are wearing 2-pieces, and they like draw attention to it because they're like, "Why is every swimsuit 2-piece?" And it's just like, I don't know. But yeah, sometimes I'm like, but what if we had the children? Because there are children in that game. What if we just didn't? You know?
What if we made Hyoko in like a onesie?
That'd be pretty great.
That'd be nice. Like a Monokuma
No.
onesie.
There's no way. I mean, this is
There's no way
Nagito we're
what? I don't
talking
know. I wasn't
about.
paying attention.
I don't know.
No,
Oh,
It
Hajime
wasn't
said his
just
luck
after
didn't affect this
anybody.
case.
Oh.
he probably had a target. A target he was aiming for all along. A person to set up as the killer.
A target? Who?
The camera's got a target too.
The target's true identity. Even Nagito didn't know it.
The traitor.
That's why he relied on being the ultimate lucky student. And incorporated that
Okay,
luck
it's worth
into his
it. No,
plan.
it's worth it. This one's
As
great.
long
This
as
is
he
like
had his luck,
probably
he
one of the
believed
best
the
twists
target
in the
he
whole
was after would
series.
pick up the fire grenade.
Just this whole chapter.
You mean
He left his plan to luck?
He risked his life for that?
He probably risked his life just so his ultimate luck could decide this.
I'd also like to argue he did not, in fact,
is it?
risk his life.
Who's
He
the
did,
target
in fact,
Nagito
know
was
it was
after?
gonna
Rid of it, so.
Well, he probably could have. Like, if something went wrong and they
Technically
got
speaking, he would have
regular fire
survived if he didn't-
extinguishers,
yeah.
he could have just
Been like,
Wow.
hey guys, that was weird. Anyways.
Can you untie me?
Anyways, I got you with those bombs, right? Who's the traitor? Can you guys just tell me? I was working on this whole thing. It was a whole
You're
setup.
probably wondering how I got here.
It's kind of weird that I didn't get lucky and have someone kill me, but it's fine.
I don't even have to ask. I should already know what the answer is. The traitor. I'm done with dying. I'm not picking any other options.
There's some funny ones in the next
traitor?
trial, but I think this
Nagito
one's
was
not.
after the traitor, huh?
Then he relied on his luck to weed out the traitor?
You say that like it's a hard thing to imagine?
It's true.
He sat there and stabbed himself 90 times while he had a spear dangling above himself.
Yeah.
Like, being lucky is the least of his
Nagito didn't
problems.
know who the traitor was until the very end. All he could do was rely on his own luck.
I still stand by the fact that he should just blindly guess.
Then what he said in his video message.
Huh?
It just won't work with any student handbook. If you want to disarm that bomb, you have to use the traitor's student handbook. To be honest, do you remember any of this?
Yeah,
Found out who
vaguely.
the traitor was after secretly monitoring everyone's activity. But I was a little annoyed that they never came forward. I wanted to give him a kiss.
Just bluffing.
I mean, yeah.
That's probably true. By that point, his plan should have already been in motion.
It's just as Nagito said at the beginning. I am talentless. I'm a loser. The purpose was to weed out the traitor. If we just believed in what Nagito said, we would have reached the answer much quicker. The reason this took so long, was it really because we didn't believe in
But
him?
if he just wanted to out the traitor, he didn't have to go this far and make that person the killer. Damn it! We're all in a huge bind because of that.
It means he wants us to beat the traitor.
I like the phrasing of, I'm not it. Us, the not traitors.
By finding out who the traitor is, our hopes will shine even brighter by overcoming that despair.
Just like, oh, alright, fine, guys. I know how we can weed out the traitor. It's just, no, Hajime's just like... and then Kazuichi's inevitably the only one who doesn't pick up on it. And Chiaki's just like, what? I thought you knew.
That's something he'd say.
Mon ami, it looks like you've got something you want to say. But you better just keep your mouth shut.
And that concludes my argument.
Thank you.
Nagito's plan was to make the traitor
Very
kill him.
cool. What do we do with
What are you
that?
gonna do? Are you guys gonna believe me?
Yeah, so how do we know? This doesn't get us anywhere. He relied on his luck to aim for a target, but he didn't even know who he was aiming for. It sounds way too unbelievable to have actually happened, but
The only thing we can do is believe.
yeah.
If we don't, then we'd just be relying on our luck when we cast our votes.
But even if we do believe, what should we do? I mean, if we don't know who the target is, there's no way we can
I mean,
even
yeah,
vote.
that's a great monologue, but he's got a point. Like,
Yeah, how do
it
we
doesn't
know?
give us anything.
We don't even know who it is.
You're absolutely right. It is hard to think the traitor would reveal themselves now.
Especially if we just established that they will survive.
Yeah.
If, by chance, the traitor revealed themselves during that bomb scare, what would have happened? Would it have stopped Nagito from acting so reckless?
During the bomb scare, no, he was already waiting. The trap was set at that point.
Do you need like something for your throat? Your throat sounds really sore.
No, I'm chilling.
Okay, cool.
Huh?
But they couldn't help it. Even if they wanted to reveal themselves, they couldn't do it because they weren't created to do that.
Huh?
Chiaki?
What's wrong, Chiaki?
Is Chiaki the traitor?
yourself.
What?
That's why I want you guys to guess.
You want us to guess?
Yeah, I want you to guess.
What? What does that mean?
It means you take a pick without any actual reasoning behind it.
Who do you think it is, Hajime? Who do you think the Future Foundation sent to infiltrate your group as the traitor?
Why?
A traitor who's not allowed to think that they're different from everyone else.
Why?
A traitor who can only interact with everyone as a traitor.
Why?
Because that's the nature of their existence.
Huh?
They can only exist
Is she
as a
accusing me
traitor.
or is she gonna confess? I'm confused.
Seriously, why?
Who do you think is the traitor. Hajime, please.
Huh?
That's what Dumbledore
Wait,
said to
what?
Snape.
Wait, what?
What? Who's that?
Alright.
It's you?
You also said that at some point, and I don't
were
know
the
when
traitor?
or why.
Please!
You were like, "What if Chiaki's the traitor?" I think you explicitly said that would be a great twist if Chiaki was the traitor.
You also drive very hard, like, oh, the game really likes to push Chiaki as being this wonderful, perfect, helpful.
I mean, did I?
Ally. Yeah, you've
I
said
don't
that
think
a
that I
lot. You've said
did.
that a number of times.
No, I've said that in the context of they want you to like her as a waifu. That's what I
No.
said. No, that's what I've intended it as. No, for real, genuinely. That's what I intended it as. As they're like, look at this pretty and perfect girl. Don't you just love her and want to kiss her and stuff? It's marketing thing. That's genuinely what I meant by that.
Alright.
Aw, you totally guessed right.
Don't break down. Don't break down. Don't have a switch.
Just as expected. Yep, you're correct. I'm the traitor. The agent sent by the Future Foundation to hide among you all is me.
Yeah. Why? Oh man, this is nonsense. This nonsense is why? Why does this make sense?
Hey, Chiaki, are you being serious right now?
Chiaki is the traitor? That is a lie.
Whoops, sorry.
I'm sorry. It's the truth.
Okay.
Hey, what are you saying sorry for?
What does this mean? You... Up till now,
Yeah, I don't know.
you've been tricking us?
What? We were not tricked.
You were.
After all, we have been working together all this time. We have been helping each other all this time. Chiaki, being a traitor, being a member of that horrifying Future Foundation, that is obviously a lie.
No.
Please, wait! The Future Foundation isn't what you think it is!
Shut the fuck up! We're talking to Chiaki!
Critical piece of evidence, followed by character going, shut up!
He's growing on me.
No, I have nothing more to say.
Why?
Because we already know the killer's true identity, so the only thing left to do is vote.
So why would you tell us right now, though?
Hold on! We're not satisfied yet!
If you say you are the traitor, please provide an explanation that will help us understand. We cannot vote until we are satisfied. That is
Dang.
what you said earlier,
What a
Chiaki.
callback. Sorry, I was ready to kill you at that point.
Oh my bad, sorry.
Hey, if you're really the traitor, why'd you wait till now to reveal yourself?
It's weird, isn't it?
Yeah, why didn't you
Waiting
do it
until
on like
right
the
now to
third
out
day?
yourself.
It's definitely strange, right? Or rather, why was I able to do that? Maybe... I wanted to protect everyone, no matter the cost.
Cool. Huh?
Hey, Hajime. Can you do me a small favor?
Small? Favor? Favor? Me?
I want you to prove to them that I'm the traitor.
Huh?
What? What are you saying? Why do I have to do that?
I want to explain everything to you guys, but... as I expected, that's rather difficult. That's why... the only thing I can do is
What?
plead with you.
So what?
I want you to do it. I believe you can prove it.
Bars.
I believe you can prove it.
Yo.
Yo, I'm Chiaki.
Whether I can prove it or not, that's not the problem. Don't you understand? You may as well be asking me to kill you.
Oh, you can do that too if you want.
There's no way I can do that.
Maybe later.
I'm very sorry, but this is the only way. So please.
Looks like we gotta do what we can. It's not like I believe she's the traitor. There's just no way we can ignore this without confirming it.
How do we confirm it?
If she was just disguised or something...
Byakuya!
Essentially her!
She's the ultimate
understand.
Byakuya Tagami!
She's not disguised at all, cause Chiaki isn't the traitor. Monami? Too bad. I'm not part of the same group as that girl.
What?
I don't know anything about that girl at all.
Hey, are you trying to cover for her like that? You suck!
I'm so confused. At this point, they can throw anything at me and I'll just be like, okay.
I've always been alone. I have no friends anywhere. That's why I have no relation to Chiaki whatsoever. Hajime, you're going to listen to my request, right?
I don't know.
Grr.
Chiaki isn't my friend. I hate Chiaki so much.
What? Monomi and Chiaki's relationship. Proving it here, is that the only way?
Here's what time it is.
They've been hooking up.
It's time to dance battle.
Oh, okay. Give me a sec.
Hajime, you stupid face! Let's all
Oh, I
get
have to
along. I won't let you. Let's all get along. First open and mix. I can't lose. Hajime, you stupid face.
I love that line.
That's pretty good. Sorry.
We have a fever time too, don't forget.
Okay, cool.
First open and mix.
Hajime, you stupid face!
It's pretty nice.
I'll lower your grade.
Time over?
I'll lower your grade. No, you're still good.
Okay, is it as long as the blue bar is up?
Hajime, you stupid face.
Oh, that's a long fever time.
Yeah.
I don't have to
Let's
play
all
the
get
game.
along. Chiaki and I aren't best friends.
Mono-me's book note.
Book note.
This is the end.
Book me's mono-note.
Mono book note me's. We investigated Nagito's cottage.
And Chiaki's like,
I discovered
what?
a notebook with a new Sami logo on it. That's your notebook, right? The one Nagito stole from you.
I don't know. I don't know.
I love her character.
Don't tell me. Is that where the traitor's true identity is written?
That's right! Since I knew something like this would happen, I made sure to bring it here today.
Oh, so sudden?
Give me that notebook.
Why you?
Do you want to Becky's the leader. A lot of things happened today, so everyone's tired.
So cool.
What is this? Is this Monomi's diary?
Is the traitor's identity written in here?
Nagito was probably looking for that too. So that might be why he stole the notebook. But you wouldn't know who the traitor is just by reading this notebook. Of course,
doesn't have it written down?
Nagito wouldn't know either. However, it's different for
This
me.
one's also clever.
What?
I would not expect you to pick up on this though.
It took me this long, but I finally understand.
No, the truth is I might have already known the moment I found this notebook. It's just I wanted to turn my eyes from the truth it contained. Now I clearly know. I can't help but know.
First of all,
What?
this isn't Monomi's diary. Apparently she can't write.
Then the one who wrote this is...
Someone connected to Monomi.
Oh.
Meaning, it's not a mistake to think that the traitor wrote it.
If so, is this like a report that the traitor was sending to Monomi?
Is it evidence that they were observing our actions and reporting to Monomi?
But how would you know who the traitor is from that?
Because there's an entry written in here that only me and one other person would know.
Don't say it like that, because then you could be the traitor.
Alright, fair enough.
The topic we discussed. We did go to the final dead room.
Do you remember we read this entry when we were doing the investigation?
It did talk about the final dead room,
It
yeah?
did talk about the final dead room, yeah.
But why wouldn't Monomi know about that? Does she not see everything?
No, he's saying that only me and one other person could have possibly known about this instance of a thing that happened.
Oh, and because Monomi didn't write it.
Monomi didn't write it, so the person who wrote it had to be someone who knew.
Okay, gotcha.
In the notebook, there was a specific entry.
Day 16, we moved to the foothills for 3 days. Everyone's hungry and on edge.
Hajime tried to go to the final dead room today. He's probably panicking because no one believes him.
There it is. It's true. I
I
tried
didn't
to go
expect
inside
you to
the final
remember
dead
this.
room.
But that one night when we were hungry, we tried to go. We were like, that's
No, I remember
it.
that happened.
Yeah.
But
Do you remember who stopped us?
yeah, Chiaki's like,
Yeah.
come on, let's go.
It's clever.
If I win the Life Threatening game here, I'll be able to go to that octagon place, right? That's where the exit should be. I did it. I finally did it. I finally figured out where the exit is. I can get out. With this, I can finally get out.
Hajime, what the freak are you doing? You shouldn't go in there. It's bad. You'll die and stuff.
Yeah.
That's right. The only person who knew that is Chiaki. That's why Chiaki is the only person who could have possibly written about this.
There must be some mistake.
I am the traitor, you see.
I mean, if Chiaki is the traitor, what was all that time we spent with her? Was that all a lie too?
Yes.
Miss Sonia.
At the beginning, and then she liked us, blah, blah, blah.
Chiaki is.
Just kidding, I like Chiaki.
What? What are you talking about?
He's gonna do the arc where she's like,
That is
well,
why
at first I
we
was
should
just a
help
spy,
her.
and then I grew to love you all.
Isn't that what Sakura
I'm not
did?
satisfied
Yeah?
either. I mean, if you were the traitor, there's no way you'd do something so stupid when we found the bomb.
It's really stupid to be fighting over something like this.
So with an annoyed expression on her face, Chiaki walked over to the bombs without saying a word. Took her handbook out of her pocket. Did she try? Did she try it? Huh? Just like the card reader. Bzz.
Looks like it was wrong.
It being...
Now that you mention it,
It's a clever line.
Chiaki
I think
immediately went
it's
to
just
the
like,
card
oh, it was
reader with her
wrong because
handbook.
my handbook was wrong, or is it the reader was wrong?
She tested it out right away after being told it would only react to the trader's handbook.
That doesn't make any sense. A traitor would be more cautious than that.
Chiaki probably knew the bomb was a fake. That's why she also knew Nagito's trap was a bluff.
She knew? That is a mistake. That must be a mistake. Why are you saying such things? Do you really want Chiaki to be the traitor?
Not really, I was hoping it'd be Kazuichi.
Of course not.
I will not believe it. I refuse to believe Chiaki is a
Are we
traitor.
dancing?
There is just no way.
We're gonna do something with her? We're gonna cut? I don't believe it either. I don't want to believe, but...
Then nobody will be saved.
Oh, we just got one of these.
We're still going, baby.
I don't like this whole do the comic book and then still have an hour of trial
No,
pattern.
it's great.
It's an account, I'm
When has
assuming.
that happened before?
Just we have stuff to do
Chiaki
after.
is not the traitor.
I guess that did happen in the second chapter.
when we were trying to turn off the bomb, didn't Chiaki use the card reader right away?
Correct.
If she's a traitor, she would have been more cautious.
She was bluffing.
There's no way Chiaki would have known if that bomb was fake or not.
What?
The only person who knew it wasn't fake was me when I tried to detonate it.
Unless you know a whole lot about bombs, there's no way you know if it's fake just by looking at it.
Huh.
Yeah, I probably want to review your things.
Whose account am I
What you
using?
have.
Am I using Sonia's
Chiaki
account?
is
Do
not
you remember
the
what Sonia's
traitor.
account is?
No, it was
When
that
we
she
were
went to
trying-
the... She saw them in the military... I don't remember. She used one to try to blow up the school
Yeah.
to get in. Okay, Sonia's account. Yeah. Yeah, she found out that the bombs were fake.
Did you read the whole thing?
Secretly used one of the... yeah. Monami. Oh. Gotcha. Okay, thank
It
you.
takes a little roundabout, but
Didn't Chiaki use the...
If she's a traitor,
There's no way Chiaki would have known if that bomb was fake or not. The only person who knew it wasn't fake was me when I tried to...
that's wrong.
That's not it.
I also
Okay.
appreciate the he's not doing his like, no, that's wrong, or like, it's you. He's like
That's not it.
kind
Sonia
of
should have
sad.
been the
Like
only
this time
one
he's
who
like,
knew it
that's
wasn't
not
fake.
it.
Sonia yeah.
Monami
Nice.
was also
Remember
there
this
when you
picture?
found out the bomb at the
Nice.
military
What?
base wasn't real.
Nice.
You said so yourself.
Yeah.
Is that true, Miss Sonia?
Chiaki heard about it from Monami. That's why she knew the bomb was a fake.
Since I've been found out, I'll just confess. The reason I couldn't tell anyone I knew the bomb was a fake was because if I had said that, I would have had to explain how I heard about it from Monami.
I do not want to hear that. Enough already. Please do not say another word.
Another word.
I do not want this
Pasta.
anymore. I am so very
Primavera.
tired of doubting people.
Sonia,
And just because she knew the bomb was a fake does not mean we should decide she is the traitor.
Alright. Okay, am I cutting?
Why?
I'm just like, alright, whatever, Sonia.
You accuse her all trial, and then when she's feeling emotions, you go, well, whatever.
I'm just mad it wasn't her. I just wanted
Even
to
if
be
she
right.
knew the bomb was fake,
Oh my gosh.
that does not prove Chiaki is the traitor.
Oh my gosh.
If that counts as evidence,
Let's take so many
I
cuts.
should be doubted too.
What?
After all, I also knew the bomb was fake.
You're dumb. Is it her count? Whose count?
Do you remember
Knowing
what
it was
the
a
other
fake isn't the
trial
problem.
things are?
No.
what matters is who told her. What matters is that she heard about it from Monami.
There was someone other than me and Monami
Huh?
who knew that bomb was fake.
Who?
That someone is Monokuma.
Oh, well, yeah.
Monokuma said so earlier, correct? He knows everything about this island. island. Monokuma probably told Chiaki that it was fake beforehand. If so, you could not declare that.
Alright, it was
Try it again, try it again.
Enemy and Chiaki were working together.
I think there was too much on the screen.
Okay. So it's Monokuma's account?
On the,
There was someone
on the
other
second.
than me and
Should
Monokuma.
I, should I look at what
Who
his
knew
account
that
is?
bomb was
Do you
fake?
remember what it is?
No.
He basically was just
someone
like,
is
hey, I didn't tell you
Monokuma.
guys this, but those weren't bombs.
Monokuma said so
Hajime was like,
earlier.
yeah, we
He knows
figured that out. They
everything about
blew
this
up.
island.
And he was like, yeah, but I didn't tell anyone that
Monokuma
beforehand.
probably told Chiaki that it was fake
I
beforehand.
don't know if this will work, but okay, I did.
Yeah, 'cause I'm not supposed to cut those, yeah? If they're
Well,
wrong?
you can cut them. They just take a lot of like pushback, you know.
You're right. Monokuma probably knew the bomb was a fake.
Long story short,
But
his account said
Monokuma
that he
shouldn't
didn't
have
tell
told
anyone.
anyone
Okay.
either.
Then where did Nagito obtain the bomb he used? I wonder.
Booty.
I'm gonna give you guys a hint, then you should know it wasn't from the military base. To tell you the truth, the bombs are all fakes. I know that already. You should have said so earlier. Well, I thought if I kept quiet, it would foreshadow that a killing was gonna happen.
Yeah, just be careful with your voice because
I
there's a
know.
lot of voice post
Oh boy.
trial.
Alright, whatever.
That Monokuma may have just been lying.
It's so good
No,
post
you
trial.
don't lie
I
at
got
times
it.
like this. You already know that.
Hajime, are you going to believe Monokuma over Chiaki?
Chiaki literally said she's a traitor.
Yeah.
Are you gonna believe her?
That's not it.
It's just, even if Chiaki is the traitor, is it really okay to vote for her? That basically just means we have to believe in Nagito's luck, right?
He's won me over with it.
That's not it.
Are you telling us to trust his luck? Are you telling us to entrust our lives to that bastard?
Correct.
There's no way I can believe in Nagito.
Okay.
I'm telling you, that's not it. We shouldn't believe in Monokuma or Nagito. We have to believe in Chiaki.
Huh?
It doesn't matter who the traitor is. Even if Chiaki is the traitor, that's not the Chiaki I know. I believe in the Chiaki who's been with us this whole time. That Chiaki is saying she wants to protect us with her life. So the only thing we can do is believe her. If we don't, nobody's going to be saved.
Man, what a stronger protagonist than Makoto.
Right? Makoto was just like, I don't know, I guess Kyoko can just accuse me, it's fine. Hajime's like, no!
Damn it.
Hey, can you listen to me a little?
Yeah.
There's nothing to be sad about, you know? 'Cause this is different from what happened before.
How so?
Unlike before, you guys don't have to stay alive by doubting someone. You guys can
Yes,
stay
because
alive
I-
by believing in
Because
me.
I so heavily doubt the person going, I
I mean, you doubt him going, I told you what happened, stupid Connor.
Sacrifice you? That is just too cruel.
I'm sorry.
Chiaki.
Monami. I'm sorry too. You're probably gonna get scolded by a lot of different people for this. But still, I want to protect everyone by any means. And I'm happy that I'm able to do that.
It's not up to me to decide whether that's right or wrong. However, I believe it's truly amazing that
What?
you were able to think
she's
like
just,
that.
she's just a character. I like
She's
her.
a character.
We could even call this a miracle.
Magical miracle girl.
Hey,
is what she
have
is.
you two been talking about? Everyone's jaws are dropping, you know?
I know. It's voting time.
No,
right?
no.
Hey,
Don't you die.
Chiaki.
Just
You
yet.
don't have to worry. Believe in me. And cast your vote.
Damn it!
Why did it end up like this?
Oh, dang. Well,
Trial results.
oh man, I flunked this trial up.
You did honestly fine. There's
What
just
the
like
heck?
a couple points where it went poorly. It was just the hangman's
I gotta
gambit.
be, and I died twice.
Yeah. That's your
Alright.
first B, I think.
It's not fair. I feel the same as everyone else. There's no way I can agree to this. Emptiness, loneliness, sadness, smallness. Oh, but most of all, I'm ashamed of my weakness. But even so, I have to move forward. If we believe in the person who's urging us forward, then we have to start walking. Dang. And believe with as much hope as possible in what lies ahead.
And I'm hopeful.
Alright,
And I'm feeling gonna be.
let's go.
This is the only time you've ever had to vote for someone.
What?
Yeah, every other time they've just, you finished the trial and they've said, cool, you accuse them, but you've never had to vote for them.
Oh, okay.
You had to
Oh,
vote for
dang.
her.
I wanted to pick Sonya, but I figured that'd be you know, less funny than I thought it would be.
It's probably gonna be a little funny.
All right, well then.
Computer, stop. This is like important moment.
Computer's yelling.
My computer's screaming. It goes. Shh. That's what it does.
Man, I'm pooped. Let's go ahead and announce the result. The traitor from the Future Foundation and Nagito's killer is Chiaki Nanami.
Damn it!
Are you serious? That was correct.
Yeah.
The fact that Chiaki was a traitor. The fact that Nagito's crime depended entirely on his luck.
Everything was true.
Damn it.
Plus, oh,
You're doing so
he
good.
pulled it off.
If you need a minute to rest your voice, you're
Congratulations,
good.
I'm good.
She said it.
Damn it.
Stupid. We're not celebrating at all.
Damn it!
Chiaki, let me ask you one more time. Are you really part of the Future Foundation? An agent of the organization that brought us to this island? Is that really your true identity?
I'm sorry I didn't tell you guys.
What?
At least we
That
still
is-
have the banjo.
No, I cannot believe it.
Are you learning harmonica?
I do not. I do not want to believe it. There's no choice but to believe, right?
I'm sorry.
It would have been better if I could have said it sooner, but I couldn't say it no matter what.
'Cause
I can't betray the Future Foundation.
Why not? Can't betray.
well,
Even if you want to fight, you can't, right? Even if you want to swim where you please, you can't, right? It's the same for me. Due to the nature of my existence, I will never be able to betray the Future Foundation.
What does that mean? What the heck? But in the end, you did something similar. What you did is no different than sharing your secret yourself. You did share your secret yourself. That wasn't...
No,
But-
she said, I wonder who it could be. I wonder who the traitor is. Someone should probably
She
take
also-
a guess.
Yeah, Nagito is also like, only the traitor can do it. And she was like, oh, okay then.
Haha, you're right.
Why?
Now's not the time to be laughing.
LMFAO. Direct noob. But strangely enough, I don't have any regrets. In fact, I'm somewhat happy. I was able to think I wanted to protect everyone.
Dang.
That's why I feel proud of my actions.
Dang.
You're still saying things I don't get, but if we ask you anything, you're just not gonna answer, right?
That's how it goes every trial.
Like if we ask you why you were in the Future Foundation and stuff.
I'm sorry.
That is...
Even if you were a traitor, you never betrayed us. What? Chiaki, you will always be our friend, even now.
I mean, what has she done that would be like traitor worthy?
Giving information to Monami? I don't know. We don't blame you for this. That's why you don't need to
Because like the
apologize.
counterpoint, what has Monami done that's bad, you know?
She kept secrets.
She kept so many of them.
Yeah.
So the traitor was revealed, and Chiaki lost. In the end, it all went according to Nagito's plan, huh?
Like,
About that. Was that really Nagito's goal? Is it really okay to say he was trying to find the killer and eliminate them? If so, isn't it strange?
Strange?
so.
I mean, we nearly lost, right? I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. Please forgive me, I'm so sorry. Down is not a good idea. Okay. Yeah.
Febreze!
It's a good call, because that
Sponsor.
was a stinky one. I mean, we nearly lost, right? And if Chiaki hadn't said anything, we definitely would have lost.
You raised a good point. That's exactly it. Even though Nagito said he would weed out the traitor, he never said he would kill the traitor. What?
Yes, indeed.
Congratulations, you successfully stopped Nagito's plan. I mean, Nagito's plan was to reveal the traitor and kill everyone else besides the traitor. Oh. Alright.
Well, that's not very cool of him.
Kill everyone besides the traitor?
Are
That was
you
Nagito's
serious?
goal?
Why would he do something like that?
Yeah, what?
Of all the to form a plan that only the traitor would survive. Is that dude really that twisted?
Dude.
It's okay.
Okay, what?
Well,
I mean, it's not just Nagito's fault.
It's also Hajime's, because remember how he doesn't have a talent?
If the circumstances had been different, he probably wouldn't have taken things so far.
Okay.
Chucky.
You really are a kind-hearted person.
Cool.
Huh? You think so? Jeez, I wonder where you got your personality from.
perhaps.
Maybe our dad and our big brother, don't you think?
What?
So she talked about her dad during free time events.
Oh, cool.
And then I think she was referring to Big Brother with Monami. Are you doing alright?
I'm just taking it in.
You hanging in there?
I'm just like, huh?
We still got time, bro. We got like
Hey,
an
now
hour.
we're talking about your family all of a sudden. That's totally ripping off Teru.
I can't lose.
And I cannot lose to Chiaki. Just like Chiaki and everyone else, even if I know it's a fight, I cannot win. I must try to retaliate.
Punch Monokuma. Retaliate? Yeah!
I will no longer let You do as you please.
Yeah!
Stupid! Stop! What are you doing?
His eye going the other way.
Pretty great.
As they say, we shall die together.
What? She self-destructed?
What'd you say?
What's going on?
Monokuma, like, died?
No,
I'm
no.
not dead.
A new one came out.
Oh man, that surprised me. If only I didn't have a spare, I would have died.
I can't lose.
Not yet. I'm not done yet.
Hey, wait.
If I don't beat you, nobody can live in peace.
Stop it, I say. I'm sorry. I lose. Forgive me.
Rip.
Hey,
Not yet.
Seriously, stop it. If you don't right now, it's all going to be destroyed.
I won't
Of course.
forgive you.
I'm doing it so you'll all be destroyed. I will be the one to protect my students.
I won't let you.
I will protect them with my life.
Why you?
Hey.
Now then, how many of you are still there? You might as well come out all at once.
Ooh.
How many? Not that much. Just around 10 to the 60th power.
What did you say?
What?
1 million? It's not 1, 10, 100, 1,000, 10,000, 1 million, 1 billion, 1 trillion, 1 quadrillion.
That's not how it goes.
It's fine, we're skipping some things.
Okay.
Jump ahead, 10 to the 52nd, 10 to the 56th, and then 10 to the 60th power. That's 10 to the 60th power. Fun fact, 10 to the 60th power is more than the atoms in the observable universe.
Nice.
Nice!
Ha ha ha. After all this, you're still joking around. You sure have quite the daring spirit.
Ugh. Nice.
Too bad.
Except I'm not joking. What are you even saying anymore? Didn't you see that scene? Yeah, that's not quite. We are doing this. My clones are continuously and endlessly created in the Monokuma manufacturing facility. But now we know it's flammable.
What? Those are just stuffed animals.
That's right. I checked them with my own hands. They're just plushies.
Damn it.
You're just bluffing, Monami. Finish him off.
Hey.
Even if it's just a plushie, as long as you give it Monokuma's personality, it becomes a fully developed Monokuma. Are we learning about his life cycle? What did you say? There's no way that's possible. That's not even magic. Magic, huh?
Could it be?
Have you already obtained that much power?
Hey.
Hold on, if you bring up magic so suddenly, we're gonna be so confused.
Yeah.
Unless you mean magic in a technological sense, we won't understand this at all.
Hey.
What's going on? Don't tell me they're not gonna call us magic or something.
I don't know. Well, I don't care how you interpret it.
This will be a long one.
Even if
even
Monami
if
risks her life or does whatever, it doesn't matter to my army of 10 to the power of 60 strong. There's no value in that life you're risking. So how about this? This overwhelming despair. Does it make you dizzy from excitement?
Me and the boys.
Me and the boys looking for despair.
I mean the boys at 2 a.m. looking for despair.
Oh boy.
What's this?
How many Monomies are left to challenge my army of 10 to the 60th power? You don't have to say anything, I know. Let's just see, you just have 10 more left, right? I know everything. I am the conqueror of the new world.
I can't lose.
I won't give up, even if I have no chance of winning.
It's okay, Monami. Well,
It's not about giving up, you know.
let's believe in them.
Let's believe in everyone and leave the rest to them.
Huh.
But
Right?
Damn it.
What's going on, guys? I do not know for certain, but the only thing I can say is
Please listen.
Monokuma is an enemy of the Future Foundation.
Like,
Does that mean there's another organization that's our enemy besides the Future Foundation?
Yeah, it's the Past Foundation.
It's the Present Foundation.
Made out of rocks.
this is
We're in this situation because we're caught up in a dispute between these two organizations?
Damn it.
Okay, that's it. Let's just leave that talk for later. Because of the wonderful things he does. The punishment time's gonna start. Ugh. Hold on, just a little more time.
Go!
To await To wait or not to wait? That is a question. But which will cause more despair? That's the real question. Waiting. Yeah, we should do that. If you think about it, you'd know, right? There's no way I'd wait. But I haven't even kissed her.
I'm sorry, Hajime. Regardless, there's nothing else I can say. I'm not allowed to say anything more than I already have.
Oh, what's gonna happen? You're gonna die. Not that,
Now then, I prepared a very special punishment.
For Chiaki's
Special
go.
bleeding service.
Ah, for Monami, too. No! There's 10 of her!
Why even Monami?
It's just a 2-for-1 special. I could have killed that thing anytime I wanted since she's not a student. And also, I don't need anybody that will defy me anymore. Also, I remember now. I'm an only child.
That is...
What is that?
It's okay. Even if I'm here, I'd just be a burden anyway.
No!
But not just that.
I love you, Monami!
I've decided to believe it.
You're like the only person I've ever watched who's like actively like, I love Monami.
She's so much fun.
She's great. I love Monami. I wish more people liked her. You guys, I'm sorry about so many things.
So many things.
They just feel like she's intrusive, and I'm like, that's the point.
No, it's funny.
I'm sorry for lying to you.
It's fine.
I'm sorry. I couldn't protect you to the very end.
It happens.
Just one last time. Let me say something that makes me sound like a teacher.
What?
There's no need to be a hero. You don't have to force yourself just to make people acknowledge you. When you do that, you end up blaming yourself, blaming other people, and feeling jealous of everyone. But still, it doesn't have to be like that. Even if people don't acknowledge you, you just have to be
Yeah, what are
someone
we at,
that
like
you
an hour
can
and
be
a half?
proud of.
Oh, yeah, we're at 88 minutes.
Cool, it's gonna be like 2 hours.
Oh my god.
I don't know if it will be.
You yourself are your biggest supporter.
Probably won't be, but it'll probably
If
be
you
over
can
an
learn
hour.
to love yourself, that love will continue to support you for the rest of your life. Love, love.
No!
Love.
I love her. No!
It's so sad.
No, they're so cute.
It's okay. A shining future will always be waiting
Like,
for
there's
you.
a number of things that's cute about this, but I especially like her just holding Monami's
I
hand
know,
with her
it's so
little
precious.
fingers. It's just like, oh my gosh.
Aw.
It's true. It's absolutely true. 'Cause I know.
Bye-bye. Please don't forget about your teacher.
How could I?
You're leaving me with this crew.
Alright, give me good
Let's
execution.
give it everything we've got. It's punishment time.
Sorry to cut you off, sir.
It's the
but
very last punishment time.
Is it?
That's what he said. Monica was never lied to us ever.
Yeah.
He's never faked an like a murder. He's never done that.
Yeah. Shockey's been found guilty. Come back from Monami? Yeah! Oh man. Alright, what we got? This better be good. It's a 2-for-1.
It's 2 for 1.
I'm losing
She's
2
a
characters
gamer,
I
bro.
like.
It's gonna be great.
Nice, nice. Alright. Where are we going with this?
Look, it's like a little game.
Alright, I respect it. Not impressed. Oh, alright. Run! No! Go! The friends! No! Oh, this is cute. Go! I like
Monami,
it.
no!
All the games! Uh-oh. There's a wall.
Yeah.
What's the wall for? Whoa, oh. What we got?
What we got?
Are we Minecrafting? Oh, we're Tetring.
That's pretty clever.
I like it.
It's a great one. It's probably one of the better executions.
Well. And she looks up. Oh. Alright. Oh. Yes, do the long piece. Yes, the long. Come on, get a Tetris. Come on. Oh.
Well,
Yeah, buddy! Let's go!
a gamer has died.
New high score!
Yo, F in the chat for Chiaki.
Oh yeah, for real though. Leave an F if you...
Are a gamer. Look at the crew we're left with.
Bro! I like the last game better. I don't know if I did, actually.
I didn't, but you had Toko at least.
That's fair. Even until the very end, I couldn't look away from Chiaki's final moments. Without realizing it, I had fallen to my knees.
Will one of Matt's top 5 waifus make it to the end of a game? The world may never know.
A feeling of powerlessness spread throughout my body. It's over. It just had to end. Before I could ask what I needed to ask. Before I could say what I needed to say.
Say what you need to say.
Chiaki vanished before my eyes.
Kiss who you need to kiss.
And I couldn't even tell her thank you. If I'd said that, would she have been comforted a little? As she was executed as a traitor, would she have been comforted a little? I don't know. My chest was comforted a little. It just hurt.
Good
gracious, that was such a big surprise. As for Chiaki, she regularly took on the role of point man during the class trials, as did Nagito too.
Well, I guess you guys are screwed now.
No.
And not only was she the traitor, she was Nagito's killer too. Oh well, don't worry about it. There won't be any more situations where I'll need to rely on them.
Wait, does that mean...
Now that the annoying rabbit is gone as well, all of the obstacles that have been keeping us stuck on this island are completely gone.
Are you serious? We could really leave this island?
I shall now present.
Congratulations! With this, I shall announce the end of the killing school trip.
Matt, is this the finale?
No.
Okay. Cool.
No.
I just wanted to
Think
make
of how
sure.
many questions you still have.
I don't know.
Not all of them will be answered, but some of them will.
I wouldn't put it past them to just leave the island and
That's
not answer a
fair.
thing.
For you 5 who've survived up till now, I shall give you the right to graduate. Thank you all for your hard work.
Are you really okay with that?
Are you okay?
What do you mean?
Doesn't graduating still mean killing someone? There are still 2 days left. If you were acting like your usual self, you would be setting things up so another killing happens right away.
To be fair, at the end of the last game, Makoto was like, I guess we graduated? As they were like leaving. It was cute and stuff.
It was Makoto. I don't try.
You're right.
I don't value his opinion.
Stop it! What are you saying? What if Mr. Monokuma changes his mind?
Enough with the formalities. Also, you said U5 like you were emphasizing that part. U5? Does the number of people matter more than the remaining time? That's why you were saying it's the end already, even though there are still 2 days left, right?
Huh?
It matters that there are 5 people left? Oh gosh. You planning to make a volleyball team?
You're doing alright.
You need 6 people for
Please
volleyball.
don't stress your voice too bad.
Yeah. Don't stay quiet. Say something. What's your actual purpose? You're our enemy and an enemy of the Future Foundation. So what's your true identity?
Hey,
The Future Foundation is the world ender. Then I will end the new world that the Future Foundation has created.
What?
no.
You'll just have to look forward to the rest after the countdown ends.
Okay.
That timer has almost reached 0. If it reaches 0, everything will end. The Future Foundation's lame plan will be nothing but toilet bubbles.
Hey,
When that time comes, you'll know everything. You'll see all your questions answered in one go. Then you guys will find out for yourselves just how messed up this new world is.
Hey.
A new world? Isn't that the name of the song? Don't go saying new stuff all of a sudden.
Well, just think of the remaining 2 days until the countdown reaches 0 as a bonus. While you're at it, you should enjoy your life on this tropical island to the fullest. Because once you leave this island, your hopeless lives back home will be waiting for you.
That, but again,
Okay. It was.
here's what I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
We're not done.
I know.
Do you need more water? Okay.
Was that it?
Yeah, that was it. That was
Oh,
my next
okay.
question. I was like, this would be a good point to go get more water if you need
Good.
more.
Monokuma's boisterous laughter carried on for what felt like forever. Our questions, our worries, our sadness were simply ignored. The laughter just kept going forever. As for what we did afterwards, honestly, it doesn't matter at all. We died, we hung out, we kissed. Oh, that blank whoops. That blank spot on my shelf, frickin'.
You're on auto.
Ah, frick.
What is happening?
I don't know. The blank spot on my shelf sticks out like a sore thumb.
That's fair.
I returned to my cottage for the time being and fell asleep. Even after I woke up, my will to move my body didn't come back. That's why. I didn't look back on everything that happened up till now. I didn't think about what was gonna happen. I just kept praying that nothing else would happen. And burrowed deep into my sheets as if I were trying to hide, like a little fox trying to dig into mattress.
digging a hole.
In doing so, I was somehow trying to endure the long day. My door doesn't have a lock, and they killed me! And then the sun finally set. The day feels abnormally long when you spend it praying that nothing happens. Which reminds me, I haven't heard Monokuma's announcement. I guess that isn't needed anymore. Is everything really gonna end? What is everything, anyway? He said out loud. What's up with this everything? How much is everything? If we leave this island, is everything going to end? There's still so much we don't know. About our school memories, the Future Foundation, Hope Speak Academy, Monokuma's true purpose. Can we really end this and turn our back on all that? And not just that, if we're really leaving, then where are we going? To Hope Speak Academy? No. Home. That was my last night at Jabberwock Island. Oh! Okay. At a place where my worries didn't even matter. Everything was about to end. Is everyone gonna die?
The bomb explodes. The end.
That'd be kind of funny, not gonna lie.
Funny.
Alright.
Dawn of the final day. 9 hours remain.
Just about.
Just checking on the time.
We good?
We're good, man. We're good.
I feel like I had a fun dream somehow. I was playing Tetris.
That's pretty good. What's funny is like 3 or 4 days before this, Chiaki met. At some point during the game, we talked to Chiaki in the morning, and she mentioned that she had a dream about a puzzle game where the blocks kept falling, and she couldn't
Really?
stop them. Yeah.
Oh, nice. I think it was about my childhood. Because of that, I was able to face the day with a somewhat happier feeling than usual.
I remember childhood trauma.
That's right!
Yay!
Last day! According to Monokuma... Suddenly my body shuddered.
Where's that last Monokuma?
I know, I'm so mad about that. Right when I opened my eyes, I was gripped by a fear that I'd never felt before. I feel like I'd been abandoned in this world. Completely, utterly alone. With nobody left on this island. Kazuichi, Fuyuhiko, Akane, Sonia.
They're all dead to me.
Like everyone was gone and I couldn't find them anywhere. I suddenly couldn't believe in anything. Like everything in this world was nothing but lies. This is a tutorial on how to play Danganronpa. I rushed out of the cottage, desperate to escape that fear. I rushed out of the cottage, desperate to escape that fear. I rushed out of the cottage, desperate to escape that fear. I rushed out of the cottage, desperate to escape. Are we Doki Dokiing this? What's happening?
I don't know what's happening.
I rushed out of the cottage, desperate to escape that fear. I rushed out of the cottage, desperate to escape that fear. Tetris again! What's happening? What is this? When I left the cottage, I randomly ran into her.
Hello there.
Ah, Hajime, good timing.
Good timing, what do you mean?
See?
Remember Nagito's video message that we found at the factory?
What's up?
Yeah, when we were dealing with the... I don't know. When we were dealing with the bomb ruckus, what about it?
Well,
Apparently there was more to that message inside that laptop.
Huh?
yep.
We weren't able to see it until a day or so had passed. Apparently it was locked by a timer. Did he set it up so we wouldn't be able to watch it until after the class trial?
Why would he do that?
Perhaps.
Maybe Nagito planned to leave this as a will.
Nagito's will? Where is it right now?
We were just planning to meet at the restaurant and watch it together.
Got it, the restaurant.
Before you go, I do want to say, everyone in the comments of YouTube videos is always like,
Oh, you gotta do this after every trial.
you don't, but you do need to do it here. I think it's very clever. Click on all the doors of everyone who's dead.
All of them?
Except for Nagito. Basically, after a chapter, if you click on the door of someone who's died, the next day, Hajime will have something to say about that person who died. In this case, everyone has something. Everyone who's died.
I will... Oh, gosh.
It's pretty cool. It's a pretty neat thing. I genuinely really like it.
Huh.
Mama, what happened? Hanamura Diner.
Oh.
I really love this part of the game.
This is actually incredibly unsettling.
Yeah, it's great. I love it. This one is like
Nagito. I can't believe you actually have to will. Make sure to listen to your last words.
That's the standard message that you get when
Are
someone
we,
does
are we
something like
dreaming?
that,
Are we simulating? What is happening?
I don't know. What's happening?
Sure. Do it. I love this. Oh my gosh.
Oh, it's great. It's so good.
Oh man.
So to answer your question, yeah, a little bit. We're Doki Doki.
Guide you. Fate, Joff, the Togami clan.
But it doesn't matter, because you're not a real Togami.
Huh. Is that what... Is that...
And then that one's Fuyuhiko. He's still alive.
okay.
Soda's still alive.
And that's us.
Yeah.
Huh. 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 Oh.
Really cute.
Oh, that's so cute.
I love it. I love it so much.
Oh man, there's a little frowny face and everything.
Hi, Mikon.
Oh, I thought this was Monica.
No, that's Mikon. How you doing, Mikon?
Poor Mikon.
Remember her? Remember when she had a little mental breakdown? That was fun. What do you think hers will say? Mr. Ant Squish. Ooh,
Miss
Miss
Mahiru.
Mahiru.
Oh. Oh. Matt,
I don't believe in like backseating super hard, but this is one thing that I'm like, people need to see this when
That's
they
Sonia.
when they do it.
That
It's great.
is
Everyone else
Echo.
is dead. There's only 2 girls left. All the emojis.
Why is it
Justice,
falling around so
Tool,
much?
young master, Tool, young master.
Ibuki? Yahoo! Listen to one song all. And Mahiru.
Want to make amends, say cheese, smile, everyone.
No.
So there's a like a popular headcanon that I like where it's like those were their last thoughts.
Aww.
Which is really depressing but also really cool. Anyways,
Dang, Imposter Man kept his thoughts to the very end.
he was committed. That's why I don't think it's actually canon, but I just think it's cute.
Okay.
/ terrifying. It's great. I love it. Existentially dreadful.
How much longer do you think we have?
Oh, I don't know.
Okay.
10, 15 minutes maybe?
Okay.
Yeah, are you doing alright?
I'm okay.
You having fun?
Almost.
Is this game intriguing?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep pressing A.
Woo, we did it.
Hi, guys.
Yo,
Hey, you're late.
Hey, did anyone else like see like Chiaki or something?
Is it true? Nagito really left another message?
Kneel before Miss Sonia and thank her. She was the one who found it.
I was going for a walk with Gundam's hamster.
There you go.
And I found her when I saw her at the factory. That's so precious. Oh my gosh, I like to think she has a little leash for it. Oh, I love that.
Listen well.
A coincidence, you say? Wrong. That is the will of casualty.
Yeah, it's supposed to be causality. I think that's how you spell it.
Causality guiding you.
Why would Miss Sonia be going for a walk with Gundam? I never allowed that.
Damn right.
So anyway, let's hurry up and play
I
it.
hate this. Yeah, you're right.
What?
I
You go to see Gundam.
I love him. Don't
Gundam's
get me
great.
wrong.
I wonder who's watching this message.
Is it the traitor from the Future Foundation? If so, congratulations. Looks like it ended the way I hoped it would.
Ended the way he hoped it would.
Damn it.
Nagito was trying to kill everyone except the traitor. Gosh, it was just as Monokuma said.
Hey,
So he really set up the traitor as the killer, and he even tried to make them survive the trial? But why would he do that?
Oh gosh.
What?
But if everyone but the traitor is watching this video,
how unfortunate.
then unfortunately I guess I lost. That outcome is the complete opposite of the hope I believe in. Well, not that it matters for me anymore. I mean, no matter what the outcome is, it doesn't matter for a dropout like me.
What? Oh, does he mean just because he died?
He dropped out of the game.
Okay.
Now let's put this meaningless introduction aside and get down to business. Since I don't know who I'm talking to, I'm going to speak so that both sides will understand. First of all, you might be wondering why I did what I did. Well, I just took action after talking about it for so long. The special prize in the final dead room allowed me to learn a certain truth. It would be troublesome if everyone found out, so I already disposed of that page. But anyway, I was totally surprised. I mean...
Oh.
What?
Okay.
The Future Foundation's traitor must have known that truth all along.
Uh-huh.
And so I was able to learn the truth about this world and resolved to take action immediately. I shouldn't have made fun of Hajime. Deep down, I always wanted to become a protagonist
Oh
myself.
gosh. Oh no. What is this? Is Hajime the ultimate protagonist? That's not the answer I was hoping for.
Check the web for details.
Is that what it says?
That's what it said, yeah.
That's cute.
But now that I know that truth, as I look back on Monokuma's actions, I skipped something.
Is it important? Starting to see what he's planning.
I started to see what he's planning. By giving us information about the island's mystery and the Future Foundation, he's raising all your hopes. But only so he can lead you to unimaginable despair. Plus, Monokuma's trying to show that despair to someone. Perhaps that someone is...
Seriously pissing me off, hell and ice. I can't believe something good like this is only $102.
So happy.
It's so happy.
What?
Uh,
Seriously, it's Furuhiko. Seriously pissing me off.
That's true.
Jeez, what a hopeless truth. Who is Monokuma's true identity? How could they come up with a plan like that?
Now then.
But that's enough reflecting on the past. Let's talk about the future now.
Okay.
If you want to escape Monokuma's plan, there's a specific place you need to go. The key to enter that place is that message you found at Izumi Castle. Well, normally you need to follow a bunch of steps to enter that place, but since that message gets rid of those steps, you can think of it as an Easter egg or something. It was probably left by someone other than Monokuma or Monami, but that has nothing to do with me. You guys still think you're not gonna die or something. Stop it, don't stop. I had to hide this until my plan came to an end, but I guess now's a nice time to announce it, right? So then, I'll announce the password.
I hate this. I hate that so much.
11037.
What is this?
That is the password that was written in Izumi Castle.
I despise that.
Why? This is great.
You have to use that to enter a specific place. That's the only way you can escape Monokuma. I feel like I've been talking forever, but that's all for me. With this, my duty is finished. I believe my actions will become the foundation of this world's hope. And if that really happens, praise me. Tell others what I've accomplished. Erect a bronze statue of me. Respect me.
Please call me the ultimate hope.
I'm gonna push it.
Yeah, it's probably good.
This was Nagito's final message.
That 11037 number that Nagito said was a password. There's no mistaking it. That's the password to enter that ancient ruin.
I don't like this, man.
Yeah.
Hey,
You better hurry, I think. Let's go before the countdown reaches 0.
You're right, let's go. Why are we not questioning this? I would like to go outside, please.
Ah! Oh boy, that was something.
Now's not the time to relax. Yeah! I need to hurry to the ancient ruin on the second island.
Guess I better go on a little journey. Oh, it's snowing now. Merry Christmas. What a good time for this episode to come out. What's that? Oh, look, it's Ancient Ruin. How's your poop pet doing?
I don't care.
Perfect.
It's
Oh, you're doing so
pooping.
good.
Yeah,
It's
whatever,
doing so good.
pooping.
No, I just want to make sure, we're walking around, we're getting some levels, so.
Is this because my poop pet's dying? Am I hallucinating? Somehow it is quite nerve-wracking. Yeah, I agree. I wish you were dead. I don't wish you were dead. I just wish I had been
wasn't
right.
this.
Yeah, I wish something else happened.
Yeah.
Is it really safe to go inside? What's gonna be in there?
You are a boy, right?
It's so unreliable to be freaked out like that. You're a man, aren't you?
Even in death, she remains the same. There's also that countdown. There's no time to stand around.
Look at his man.
Do it!
How's our last chance to get inside?
I'm starting to feel nauseous from the thrills, the chills, the kills.
It's a great line. If you're gonna let it out, why not do it in the Tupperware I keep with me?
Dumbass.
Hey, now's not the time to mess around!
Young master for Yuhiko.
It's going to be all right. You don't have to worry. I will protect my young master. Now then, let's go forward together.
Don't treat me like a kid.
This is your leader.
Their hope lies beyond this point. That is your leader's order.
Oink, 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 oink.
What?
What was that?
I told you only shared pretty talk. I said you're so cool in piggy talk.
In the name of
I'm
my
going to
family.
kill you.
Hajime.
How'd you make the password, please?
Yeah, I know. Oh gosh.
This is a real moment. I love it.
11037, right?
It's gonna be fine.
There's no need for you to worry. The only thing beyond this point is a shining future. Now then, let's open the door to the future.
Cool. Beyond this door, the future is waiting. I just want the title. I want the end of the chapter card,
Yeah.
please.
Yeah.
A sparkling future. Now then, let's move forward.
I might have to put some, flashing light warnings.
Maybe. Matt, I'm extremely uncomfortable.
Yeah? In what sense?
All of them.
You get a little spooked?
I just...
Is this a trial ground? But why am I at a trial ground?
It sure looks like a trial ground, but the vibe is way different than the one from before.
By the way,
Huh?
Where did everyone go?
Everyone?
What?
The moment.
Something's wrong. What did I do? No, that's not it. I'm not the weird one. What's really weird is... What's with these PowerPoint transitions, dog? This world...
Oh no, it's a 0.
Oh no, that was a long walk to the...
That was like 8 hours. It's fine.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
I'm lifting off.
What's going on? What's going on? It's gonna blow up. It's gonna blow up. That's a lot of light for something that's not gonna blow up. It blew up. I was right. And it somehow like... Oh. Oh?
Stage clear?
Okay.
Stage clear.
Stage cleared. Good job.
clear.
I won. I beat the game.
You did it. Stage
I beat
clear.
the stage. I'm sorry.
Stage clear. Chat. Capped 5.
I hate this.
We did it.
I hate this.
We did so good.
I hate this.
We ended the chapter. It was so
hate
good.
this.
There's 5 surviving students
this.
left. Look at them.
I hate this.
Look at our crew.
So much, man.
What a crew, Danny.
Man, I don't love what's
Yeah?
happening.
It was glitching out a lot more than it did on my old computer, so...
Really?
I think the effects of just my old computer couldn't handle it as much.
Oh, man.
We got a present!
Oh, cool. What a good time.
We got a gamer backpack!
Yes! I have one of those myself.
I need you to give me like 5 more minutes. 5 or 10 more minutes. Keep going.
To talk or just...
Save the progress.
Oh.
Give it like 10 more minutes.
To play?
Yeah. And then we'll talk.
Heading to the
Because I love it. It's going to be over 2 hours, and I don't even care. This episode's like the peak of Danganronpa 2. This is like the climax. Okay, so here's what I will say. Without saying who this character is, you voice it. It's intentionally left vague, and I'm intentionally pointing out that I'm leaving this vague.
Be wrong to say it was swaying from side to side.
Yeah.
It was actually shaking rather intensely. The room opposite, it was shaking from side to side.
The shaking was quite
Oh my
irregular.
gosh, please don't do that. Just do a
Just
normal.
when you thought it was a series of small shakes, it would suddenly shake violently. And every time that happened, I'd have to steady myself with my foot. I couldn't stand up very well, but for me it was comforting. I never thought not knowing what to expect could be so fun, so I was feeling rather excited. But I figured I'd get bored of that feeling soon enough. That's what I was expecting. For me, a person who is loved by talent, detecting regularities among irregularities wouldn't be that difficult. How boring. Oh.
Do you like ships? This is also a very memed picture. Do you like ships?
On the other side of the dark room, I heard a
My
voice.
favorite ship is Komahina. That's me and Hajime.
It was clearly directed at me.
Haha, you looked like you were having fun, so that's what I assumed. You do like ships, right?
Ships? Ah, that's right, that's it. So this is a ship.
Haha, you just realized that now.
Is it really that funny?
Hey, if you want, care to talk a little? The silence is boring me.
Yeah, let's go, bro. Instantly, I saw his true character, the overfamiliar attitude, the friendly smile. But under that thin skin, I could detect a foul, offensive odor, like some kind of putrid slime. In a sensible way, of course. How should I put this? It was a smell exclusive to those who were already finished.
Nice to meet you. I'm Nagito Komaeda.
What's happening?
I don't know what's happening. It's chapter 0. Anyway, lucky me. It's been a while since anyone was willing to talk to me, so to share a room with a person like that? Yup, I'm definitely lucky.
Lucky? So that's your talent then. What a boring talent.
A boring talent, huh? Well, that's exactly what it is. But for someone I'm meeting for the first time to say that so suddenly...
That's because I have luck as well.
Huh?
It's Makoto! Even I possess a talent as boring as luck.
Possess, huh? I'm starting to get really interested. Who are you? You're obviously from Hope Speak Academy too, right? So you're one of us? But that's weird. This is the first time I've ever seen you. Hey, can you tell me why you're here? How did you end up here?
How boring.
Sorry, I'm often told I'm terrible at making conversation.
Not you. This world.
Huh?
This world is full of boring people. People who lack talent stick together and oppress those who do possess talent. Even though they know they're insignificant, they don't try to acknowledge their true superiors. They are profoundly desperate to drag them down to their level. I'm Byakuya, but like the real one! Because of these dudes, this world has come to a deadlock. This world has stopped evolving. How boring. This is Byakuya, isn't it?
Well, the world is shaped by the will of the majority. It makes sense that it bends to those who lack talent. That's why we're in our present situation. Perhaps, does that have anything to do with the reason you're here?
Boring people make no contributions to the world, not even a speck of dust. That's why my teachers taught me that a certain degree of selection must be performed.
Looks like they had high expectations for you, huh? That's completely different from me. But what are you planning to do? Now that you've ended up like this, there's nothing you can do, right?
Listen well, using people is a talent too. It's now my turn to use that person, just as they used me in the past.
That person? Are you talking about ultimate despair? But how? I mean, they're already...
I have it with me. The contribution that person left me, even now it rests in my pocket.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm definitely lucky! I can't believe I'm speaking with someone as amazing as you. Then, will I be able to see her again? Will I be able to see the person I hate with every fiber of my being again? And this time, will I be able to kill her this time? The person I hate so much?
Oh no.
What's up?
Oh, he got the nails.
Oh, what's up?
Oh no.
Oh no, what's up?
Oh, he got the bandage arm. Oh no. Hate? Then explain your hand.
This?
The end of that bandage is a woman's hand, right?
Isn't it amazing? I can't move it, of course. I mean, it's not my hand after all. But even now, it still hasn't rotted. Hey, maybe that means it's becoming one with me. Isn't it amazing? I have successfully become one with ultimate despair, my sworn enemy.
I see. So you salvaged the body. You really are a boring person. I wouldn't call that boring.
I don't want you to misunderstand. I just see her as my enemy, you know? Because she's my sworn enemy, because I hate her so much. That's why I took her power, and for that Wait, huh? Do I hate her? Huh, that's strange. Huh? Look out the window, we're finally here.
Well, would you look at that?
You're starting to see it too, right?
What a lovely destination.
That's Jabberwock Island, isn't it?
It looks great.
Isn't it exciting? I wonder what's going to happen on that island once we get there.
What's going to happen? I can already predict what will happen.
Huh?
I already know because I am loved by talent. But no matter what happens, it's of no concern to me. I will not be able to participate in what lies ahead.
Really? I don't really understand, but I guess we have to part ways for a while. That's disappointing. We seem to get along pretty well. Hey, can I see you again?
There's no reason we'll ever meet again. After all, you are boring. Your talent, your thoughts, your entire existence is boring to me. This is Byakuya. It's either that or Hyoko.
You really don't play along, do you?
Okay.
Anyways, Danganronpa.
Danganronpa.
I hope you all enjoyed 2 hours. We just hit 2 hours on the recording. Probably won't quite be 2 hours in the video, but hey. Save the game, stop playing, turn it off. Go to the main menu at least. How you doing?
I don't know.
That was a lot. It was a lot. It was 2 hours of a lot to take in.
Yeah.
First, let's start with the trial. How was
Maybe
that?
Turn the game down here so don't overpower us.
I'll turn it down a little bit.
The trial. Yeah.
Yeah, what's
that was
up?
cool.
I thought it's cool. I think it's a great
fun.
trial. It's a great mystery. Like, it's honestly probably the best one they've come up with.
I do like the idea.
It's just clever, you know?
Yeah.
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 What else? What else? Tell me what you think. Tell me what you feel. What are your thoughts? What is your impression? What is your heart desire?
It was more the rest of it that I had a problem with.
Yeah, what about it?
Not so much a problem, but just
Yeah, what about it?
I didn't love it.
Yeah?
I didn't dislike it, but
Yeah.
not love.
Yeah? Were you freaked out?
A little bit.
I was freaked out. I didn't like it. I went, oh no, I've seen this before.
A little bit.
Oh, I remember when my anime waifu said, hey, Matt, how are you doing?
Yeah.
I said, please stop. I'm scared.
Yeah.
Yay! Wahoo!
Okay, I asked you this in the last
Yeah, go ahead, ask me what's up.
Will the questions... You said, I asked you, is this the finale? You said no. There's a bunch of questions that haven't been answered.
Yeah.
Are some of the questions that will be answered ones
I will
that
say-
were posed this episode?
Yes, I will say that most of the questions you have about this game will be answered. More,
So you
you
said
will be
last
left.
game.
You will be left with less questions than the last game, I think.
Okay.
I think. From what I can remember.
Okay.
The ending's great though. We're not
Cool.
done. The crazy train is not over yet.
Oh, I
Monokuma's
know.
wild ride is still
I know,
going.
The bomb just went off or
And
whatever.
I love it. I love it so much. Chapter 6 is great. I adore it.
It's safe to assume there are 6 chapters in this game as well, yeah?
I was gonna try to keep that from you as much as I can, but Danganronpa has a system. They have a system and they stick with it, you know?
Okay.
It's good stuff.
Yeah.
Good stuff. I hope you all enjoyed this super long, extra fun
good.
episode.
It's real good stuff.
Hey, Editor Matt, I know that you've probably been skipping through this episode, and I don't think we asked me to do anything in this episode, right?
I think so. Maybe
Cool,
one
I'm
or two
asking you
things,
now.
but-
How'd you feel about this episode? Was it fun to edit? Did you skip through most of it? Did you watch any of it?
What was your favorite part?
What was your favorite part? Also, Matt, Nagito's great. I just needed to say that. It's great.
Yeah.
I love that even in death, he's still chaotic and confusing.
Yeah.
You didn't like all our friends coming back? I thought that was great.
I really disliked that.
Everyone got to have a little line. It was
really
great.
did not like that. I wish
It
I
was
got
so
to talk
fun.
as Hyoko more.
You only got one line.
You know.
The only one that got more than one line was Byakuya, Mahiru, technically Ibuki,
Chiaki.
but her first line was Oink Oink and Chiaki. That was it.
Yeah.
And Peko said a couple things, and I went, oh yeah, we never really solidified a Peko voice.
I'm glad you died early. Oh my gosh, yeah, what?
Yeah, so reminder for everyone, we're not going to do the free time events post-game. We will do the bonus scenes.
Did we get into the building?
Yes. There was a lot going on.
Yeah.
What was real, what wasn't?
Yeah.
Good question.
Why do I have to question that? What triggered
Do you like
that?
the password? I think the password's great.
That made me mad.
I said it as a
Oh,
joke
gosh.
when I first got to the the password to enter the future. I was like,
Yeah.
that kind of looks like 11037, guys. Ha! And then it happened. And I was like, oh no, it was. Like if you go back and look at it, you'll see it.
Oh gosh.
You'll be able to see the curves of the 0 and the 3.
Oh no.
Why was that the password? Who put that as the password?
don't
Lots of
know.
questions.
It was somebody from the last one.
It was Leon.
They had that, and they had Sakura as a statue.
Yeah.
And they had Junko's hand,
Yeah, that was fun.
who's presumably not dead, but now missing a hand from her corpse.
Yeah. Here's what I will say about Junko's corpse, because this will come up multiple times throughout the series.
Yeah.
I think the squish is metaphorical. Because she
Oh,
got
yeah, oh,
squeezed.
yeah.
She got real squeezed.
Yeah.
But for the sake of the game, pretend like that part didn't happen and she just died.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's the same thing with Mondo's body in the freezer.
It's true.
Yeah.
Yay! I like despair.
I know. I know you do.
I am Junko.
Matt likes the boy.
I like him. I just felt like this was an apt moment for him.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. Let's,
Yay!
So, we're probably going to take another week before we record this again, just because we have to record other stuff, but
Yeah.
it's been fun.
yeah. Oh, so much.
I'm glad we did it all in one sitting. I
So
think the
much
trial
fun.
has a better impact if you just kind of plow through it and then go, what?
Yeah. So when did we've seen that, we haven't seen the glitch effect, we haven't seen the dead people and stuff.
We
but
did
we've seen
see-
the, blackout effect before.
We have seen a form of glitch once.
Have we?
Yes,
When?
we did. Right at the beginning. Hajime was
Oh.
about to enter Hope's Peak.
Oh.
The screen started tearing a little bit, and then the door appeared.
I don't remember that at all.
Yeah, no, most people don't, but we have seen a little bit of screen warpy glitchiness before.
And we've seen the blackout before too.
Have we?
I think so. That looked
That
familiar.
might have
to
been
me.
when we were hungry. I don't remember.
Yeah, maybe something like that.
But yeah.
Interesting.
Raises questions.
A lot.
The game said, hey, we're going to take the fourth wall. We're not going to shatter it. We're going to push it a little bit. We're just going to push it and be like, what do you think? You know? It's fun.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Thanks for watching. Go kill each other.
That's what the anime one sounds. Yeah, I'll probably end it on that, but that's what the anime one goes. He says,
Go kill each other.
Valid.
bye!
Okay.